Testing 1, 2. Testing. I'd like to welcome everyone to Cyclone Booth YouTube channel. Of course, we got the radio stream going, but that won't start until 6:30. We're going to do little things a little bit different. We're not going to join the radio feed until after the senior stuff is done, if we can. Once we go on the air, we have to mix them together. So we're going to stay away as far as possible, as long as possible. But just wanted to check and make sure everything was working. What we're wanting to do is wanting to show you the senior night. That's supposed to start about 6:25 is what we were told. So that's about 6 minutes away. And they're going to announce the football team first, so then they can go back in the indoor and continue to get ready for the game. And then they're going to do all the other fall sports after that. So about 6:25, about 5 minutes from now, we're just checking some things, making sure the sound's working and the picture's working. And again, if you're wanting to hear the Coach Wheeler Coaches Show, turn on 102.3 KCJC FM as it gets closer to about 6:40, and you can hear that on there. Again, once they're finished with the senior stuff, we will pot that up, and so you can hear the Coaches Show. But we will not interrupt the senior night unless we're about to take the air. I think 6:48 is airtime to go live on the radio side. So just wanted to make you guys aware of that. If you're watching it, we welcome you. We hope this is going to be a good night for the seniors and all the parents and family and friends watching, and also a big win for the Cyclones, because it's a big game, these last two games for Russellville. We're going to talk about that. This may be the last game here at the Cyclone Stadium this year, but we're not for sure, and we won't know until next week. There is a possibility that the Cyclones can host a playoff game, and if they do, of course, it'll be right here, but we won't know that until next week. In order to do that, Russellville must win tonight, which they're favored, and then they must beat Lake Hamilton on the road, which is possible. So that's when we will know. So we're kind of treating this like it might be the last night here at Cyclone Stadium for this season. I'm going to step away as they're getting ready to do senior night. As soon as Siloam clears the field, our PA announcer, Mike Cloud, will be introducing all the players from all the sports and their parents and their escorts. Thank you for joining us. Once again, welcome to senior night here at Cyclone Stadium. They got the scoreboard clock working here, and we're about 2 minutes away officially from the latest from when they will start announcing the group of seniors for all the fall sports. Again, they'll do football players first. I'll turn it over to Mike Cloud, our PA announcer here, so you can tune in and listen in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to senior night at Denali Field at Cyclone Stadium. Russellville Cyclones host the Siloam Springs Panthers. We extend a very special welcome to all of our guests from Siloam Springs. Tonight we will honor our fall sport seniors, beginning with football. Number 1, Malachi Barnell. At number 77, Cam Hicks. They're escorted by their parents, John and Christina Reinold, and their sister, Amy Barnell Reinold. Little's brother Chet is here cheering them on. Number 1, Malachi Barnell, and number 77, Cam Hicks. Number 3, Jacob Espinoza. Jacob is escorted by his parents, Orlando and Daniel Espinoza. Jacob Espinoza. Number 7, Maddox Statham. Maddox is escorted by his parents, Jason and Hope Statham, along with his brother, Raiden. Number 7, Maddox Statham. Number 8, Parker Teague. Parker is escorted by his mother, Sarah Monfey, and father, Kerry Teague. Parker Teague. Number 16, Bo Mosley. Bo is escorted by his parents, Arlie and Jesse Price, Matt Mosley, and also being cheered on by his brothers and sister, J.D. and Gracie Mosley and Jordan Price. Bo Mosley. Number 17, Luke Jones. Luke is escorted by his parents, Tim and Ashley Jones. Luke Jones. Number 18, Mitchell Manning. Mitchell is being escorted tonight by his parents, Beth and Mark Tripp, along with his siblings and a large cheering section. Mitchell Manning. Number 22, Daniel Tackett. Daniel is escorted by his parents, Glorimar and Stephen Tackett, and his little brother, Nathaniel. Daniel Tackett. Number 35, Kevin Salazar. Kevin is escorted by his mother and his brother, Brian. Kevin Salazar. Number 43, Aiden Terry. Aiden is escorted by his parents, Michael Terry and Raven Cox. Aiden Terry. Number 50, Ishmael Castillo Solares. Ishmael is escorted by his mother, Nylid Solares Santos. Ishmael Castillo Solares. Number 51, CJ Ledford. CJ is escorted by his parents, Dennis and Nicole Bragg. CJ Ledford. Number 52, Fernando Rodriguez. Fernando is escorted by his parents, Neri Rodriguez and Francisco de Paz. Fernando Rodriguez. Number 55, Jarrett Peter. Jarrett is escorted by his mom, Jamie Peter, and his brother, Marquise. And also watching via the Cyclone booth are Talon and Gracie Peter from Virginia. Jarrett Peter. Number 60, David Bowley. David is escorted by his parents, Glendy and Randall Bowley, along with sister and nephew, Emily and Caden. David Bowley. Number 75, Ross Choate. Ross is escorted by his parents, Deborah and John Choate. Ross Choate. Number 76, Weston Grace. Weston is escorted by his parents, Ryan and Megan Grace, his sister, Kason, and cousin, Kaylee. Weston Grace. Number 87, Justin Fajardo. Justin is escorted by his grandmother, Delphina Wolf. Justin Fajardo. Number 97, Landon Scott. Landon is escorted by his parents, Carol and Ryan Foster. Landon Scott. Number 99, Magnus Golden. Magnus is escorted by his parents, Nicole and Michael Golden, along with his sisters, Tatiana, Sophia, and Anastasia. Magnus Golden. Senior Kircher Herring. Kircher is escorted by his parents, Wesley and Brittany Herring. Kircher Herring. And now our football managers. Rodrigo Manrique Damian. Rodrigo is escorted by his mother, Tammy, and his siblings, Makila, Antonio, and Bentley. Rodrigo Manrique Damian. Aiden Gimmer. Aiden is escorted by his parents, Lee and Ann Gimmer. Aiden Gimmer. Florimar Marcelino. Flory is being escorted by her parents, Mark and Julia Vasquez. Flory Marcelino. Now we recognize our seniors on the dance team. Lauren Pyburn. Lauren is escorted by her parents, Mark and Wendy Pyburn. Also her brothers Matthew and Jonathan, his wife Tess, along with niece Abigail. Lauren Pyburn. Izzy Omar. Izzy is escorted by her mother, Joanna, grandmother, Judy, great-grandmother, Trudy, and her brother, Tristan. Izzy Omar. Hadley Vines. Hadley is escorted by her parents, Amber and Danny Vines, brother Hayes, and sister and brother-in-law, Spencer and Hannah Terry. Hadley Vines. Olive Harrington. Olive is escorted by her parents, Neil and Tammy Harrington, and her brother Jake. Olive Harrington. Mary Stratton. Mary is escorted by her parents, J.W. and Krista Stratton, brother Eli, and her sister Ruthie. Mary Stratton. Claire Gaines. Claire is escorted by her parents, Melissa and Jason Folkers. Claire Gaines. Now the seniors for our cheer team. Christina Housley. Christina is escorted by her parents, Misty and Jimmy Housley. Christina Housley. Addie Stevens. Addie is escorted by her parents, Chandra and Bobby Stevens. Addie Stevens. Hunter Britt. Hunter is escorted by her father, Tommy Britt, and wife, Mary, and her mother, Amanda Leah, and husband, Joey. Hunter Britt. Camry Rose. Camry is escorted by her brother, Cody Robinson. Camry Rose. Liana Burton. Liana is escorted by her parents, Joshua and Amanda Burton. Liana Burton. Colton Smith. Colton is escorted by his parents, Ken and Leslie Smith. Colton Smith. Gianna Griffin. Gianna is escorted by her mom, Leah Griffin, grandfather, Roy Gibbons, and Uncle Ryan Griffin. Gianna Griffin. Madison Eastep. Madison is escorted by her father, Andrew Eastep, and wife, Samantha, and her mother, Kelsey Dollar, and husband, Michael. Madison Eastep. Tennis, senior Asa Ayler. Asa is the son of Warren and Aaron Ayler. He's escorted by his mother, Aaron, and grandfather, Jerry Vaughn. Asa Ayler. Abby Quose. Abby's escorted by her parents, Stephen and Rebecca Quose. Abby Quose. Isabella White. Isabella is escorted by Isabel Luna. Isabella White. Seniors for our golf team, Chloe McSpadden. Chloe is escorted by her parents, Ed and Dixie McSpadden. Chloe McSpadden. Macy Cooper. Macy is escorted by her parents, Matt and Pam Cooper. Macy Cooper. Aspen Farley. Aspen is escorted by her father, Alan Farley. Aspen Farley. Caleb Malin. Caleb is escorted by his parents, Mark and Krista Malin. Caleb Malin. Harrison Bartlett. Harrison is escorted by his parents, Chad and Lori Bartlett. Harrison Bartlett. The seniors for our cross-country team, Paul Rivera. Paul is escorted by Jonathan Rivera and Kina Segovia. Paul Rivera. Trinity Beal. Trinity is escorted by her parents, Desiree and Aaron Beal. Trinity Beal. Lily Stubblefield. Lily is escorted by her parents, Sean Stubblefield and Melissa Swain. Lily Stubblefield. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 Fall Sport Seniors.
That is the seniors for the Cyclone football team and all the fall sports. We'll be joining our radio broadcast here in about 2 minutes. Once again, we had the Coaches Show played on 102.3, but we are really wanted to do this for you, so we appreciate everyone kind of bearing with us and not listening to the Coaches Show on YouTube because we wanted to highlight those seniors. But we'll be joining that here in just a moment.
Honda of Russellville, Diver Vision Care by Jerome & Associates, the Russellville School District, by Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, Congressman Bruce Westerman, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Phil Wright Autoplex, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Miller Roofing Company, First State Bank, Feltner's Athletes Corner, E&F Roofing, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings by ConAgra, Chicken Mart, Centennial Bank, the Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, by Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Alathus Realty, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, and by A Better Way Realty. Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live from Cyclone Stadium in Russellville, where it's partly cloudy, 63 degrees. The conditions are perfect for some Cyclone football. Good evening. I'm Mickey Duall to bring you all the action tonight from here at Cyclone Stadium. This is the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. We welcome you if you're listening to us on 102.3 KCJC or watching our stream on Cyclone Booth YouTube page. Remember, you can get all that through the EAB app. Just go to the app and download that on your phone. Go to EAB Sports from that, and then you'll be able to get that and all high school and college action through the app. We're going to take a break while they have the ROTC unit marching out onto the field with the Stars and Stripes, and then do the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. We'll do that, take a break, and come back with more of your pregame show here on Cyclone Booth and 102.3. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Star Spangled Banner. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a moment of silence and salute to our nation, our school, and the student athletes participating in tonight's event. Thank you. Please remain standing as the JROTC program
must be
departs
present
the
to win.
field with our nation's
Farmers Co-op.
colors.
Eastman, Russell, White Apples, along with us. Mike, you guys have some great culvert things around their home.
You bet. We've got plastic culverts from 8 inches up to as big as you want to go. Got good prices on
East Main. And don't forget their
We conclude tonight's pregame activities with the play.
Welcome back at the Cyclone Stadium here, and they've done the pledge, the moment of silence, and the Star Spangled Banner. They're about to do the alma mater for Russellville. There is no pep band from Siloam Springs, so no alma mater from their side. We are the Cyclone Media Team. We are highlighted by our media team, Chase Canfield, Maggie Duval, our engineer-producer, Stephen Berry. I'm Mickey Duval. My color man for tonight is Aaron Duval. Once again, we're here on Cyclone Booth. We're also on FM 102.3 KCJC. Well, time for our Cyclone Rewind. Russellville had 100 yards receiving and rushing from Marcellus Olson last week. A couple of touchdowns, too. He had a couple of touchdowns from Magnus Golden to defeat Fort Smith Southside 45-38. The Cyclones recovered a fumble with just over a minute left to seal the victory. Siloam beat Shiloh Christian. Siloam lost to Shiloh Christian 45-6. That's put us in this spot right here as we look. Russellville kind of controls its own destiny right now. They have 2 games left. They can do everything from there is a slight chance that they'll miss the playoffs entirely, but there's also a pretty good chance if they can run the table here that they would actually host a first-round playoff game in 2 weeks. It depends on winning tonight and winning next week, but let's take care of first things first. We have to focus on Siloam Springs. The Panthers are 0-5 in conference play, but they're not out of the playoff race yet because of who they play. If they win tonight and win next week against Fort Smith Southside, they are actually in the playoffs, and that might put Russellville out depending on what else happens. So still kind of up in the air, fork in the road tonight. I turn to my color man, Aaron Duval. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, it's another winless team that the Cyclones are facing tonight, and we cannot have the mindset that we've got this one in the bag and we can't get comfortable.
Thank you.
What the Cyclones I think we'll do tonight on offense is control the flow of the game. And what I mean by that includes the clock, keeping the ball in play, keep the clock moving, good field position. A lot of time that is determined by the defense. And anytime we enter that red zone, we've got to score. On defense, the Cyclones, we're going to stop the run. We've got to do that first, and then we'll put pressure on that quarterback, not letting him get set up in the pocket, and also not letting those receivers get behind us. But pressure on the quarterback and stop the run. That's what we'll do tonight to win this game.
Other games in the conference last week, Mountain home against Lake Hamilton. Mountain home shut out Lake Hamilton 36-0. Greenwood easily defeated Van Buren 63-14. So as we look at the standings, Greenwood undefeated in the conference at 5-0. That number 2 spot, Mountain home and Shiloh Christian are battling out. They're both 4-1. Shiloh Christian has the tiebreaker, so that's probably your 2 and 3. The 4 spot right now, Lake Hamilton, Van Buren, Russellville all going for that. Lake Hamilton's 3-2 in conference. Russellville and Van Buren 2-3, but Russellville's over Van Buren because of beating them. Southside and Siloam both 0-5 in conference play. Southside's pretty much eliminated because they still have to play Greenwood. They play them tonight. Other games in the 6A West tonight, as mentioned, Greenwood at Fort Smith Southside. Van Buren's at Mountain Home. Lake Hamilton is at Shiloh Christian. As far as the Valley goes tonight, Clarksville's at Farmington. Waldron travels to Dover. Lamar is at Ozark. Pottsville hosts Dardanelle. Atkins makes a long road trip to Yellville Summit. Conway Christian is at Hector. We're going to talk about tonight's matchup when we come back. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
55, Jared Peters.
Completing cancer treatment, we celebrate one more step toward healing. And with the new UAMS Baptist Health Cancer Center, we celebrate the trusted choice in cancer care. The 2 greatest healthcare forces in Arkansas have come together to deliver second-to-none treatments with the latest technology, all in celebration of you. Learn more at baptist-healthcancercenter.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Chambers Bank in Dardanelle is a full-service community bank that loves helping their community succeed and values their partnership with customers and businesses. Every relationship is important and starts with trust at Chambers Bank. They're available in person as a trusted local resource for your banking and financial needs, with 2 convenient branches in Dardanelle at 6th and Union and 4th and Union, or call 479-229-1505 to start community banking with Chambers Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
KCJC Dardanelle, Russellville. River Country, KCJC,
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth here at Cyclone Stadium. Russellville hosting Siloam Springs. You can hear Russellville about to run out on the field. The Siloam Springs Panthers are 2-6 overall, 0-5 in conference play. They are coached by Doug Lockridge from Charleston. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He was a Cyclone defensive coordinator from 1999 to 2004. He left to become Charleston's defensive coordinator and then the head coach. He was also a head coach at Alma, then the athletic director at Alma. He put in 5 years there, and then he went to be the head coach of Siloam Springs. Was he done? Yeah, he's won 2 games, but if you look at it, their first victory this year, they defeated Heritage. That stopped a 27-game losing streak. So he comes in there, they stopped a losing streak when they opened with that 10-point victory at Heritage. Their other win was against Pea Ridge. They won that one 21-14. He won a couple of state championships at Charleston as head coach and another one as defensive coordinator. This is the 13th meeting between these 2 teams. Russellville leads the series 9-3, and they've played the last now 13 consecutive seasons. Last year, Russellville won the game 61-17. It was the most points scored by the Cyclones since 1971. And looks like the Cyclones will be kicking off to start this game.
Yeah, the Siloam Springs won the toss, and they want the ball. Russellville's going to be defending the north end zone, and really there's no wind tonight, so.
Well, it's not going to affect Siloam. They don't throw the ball very much. They've thrown 68 times all season long. They run a lot out of the double wing, wing T, whatever you want to call it. They'll throw it some, but their leading receiver has 7 catches on the season. They've only thrown for 2 touchdowns all year, 3 interceptions. They like to run the ball, shorten the game. That's what they're going to try to do. And it's kind of good for Russellville to see this because they're going to see it a lot next week when they face Lake Hamilton. So they're getting an early look at it. There'll be different athletes next week running for Lake Hamilton, but it is good for Russellville to see this. The Cyclones will be heading towards Cyclone Hill. Kicking off will be Jesus Perez, number 27, the sophomore, also wide receiver. They have 3 people back, does Siloam Springs, and they'll be kicking this one. It'll be high and short. It's a free ball. It hits at the 26-yard line, still free, and it goes out of bounds. That's bad luck for the Cyclones because that wasn't angled toward out of bounds. It was rolling by the time it got to out of bounds.
Well, it'd been good if we could have recovered that before it went out because Siloam just let the ball hit the ground and no one seemed to go after it.
And that means it's an infraction, not necessarily a penalty, but they're going to get the ball. And there's, like I said, they can make us move back 5 yards and kick it, or they can take it. If it goes inside the 30, they can take it at the 35, and that's what they choose to do so. So Siloam will have the ball at the 35-yard line. Dane Marlott is the quarterback, number 11. They have a 2-quarterback system. Gio Flores, number 8, but he has not been cleared. And then we will see a lot of different formations and that they'll have. And, in fact, they're going to do a wildcat package. This is not Marlott. He's going to carry to the 26-yard line. And this is Jack O'Brien, I think, number 28, that carried. And I think that might be his first carry of the season. Jack O'Brien carries for a yard, maybe 2. They'll give him the 37-yard line. So we didn't know exactly what to expect because Gio Flores has run out of this shotgun formation, and their backup quarterback, Flores, who will not play tonight, has only attempted 1 pass all year, but this is part of their offense. They call this the Panther offense. Shotgun with 2 backs to the left of the quarterback, high snap. O'Brien able to control the snap, but he can't get positive yards. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 1 on the play. And so they're looking at 3rd down and 9, and even now they may not throw the ball. We'll see. Number 11 is their regular quarterback to throw the football. He's only completed 32% of his passes, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's thrown for 267 yards, and I don't see number 11 in there. When he's in there, they usually go under center, and I don't see him in there.
No, number 15 is taking a snap.
Number 15. They are going to throw. It's going to be a completed pass, but well short of the first down. That's Boaz Benson, the quarterback, and I didn't see who caught it, but he took a lick, and he's down at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was Cash Booker that took him down.
Boaz Benson.
I think that was to number 9, Schwarniger, who made that catch. And it's 4th down and 7. And, yeah, that's kind of what we're expecting. A lot of different looks, maybe different people at quarterback. Not sure. They're going to punt the football away. Mason Short, who we expect to get the most carries at running back, is the one that's going to kick it away. It's a free ball. I should say it's free ball. It's not. It's unless we touch it as a free ball, it's going to be down at the 29-yard line. So no return on the 33-yard punt. The Cyclones defense comes out and does a 3-and-out. 33-yard punt as they put it down at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Cyclones will take over. We'll get to see the look of the Cyclone offense. Now, we have been told that Russellville may be using number 14, Lucas Stokes, tonight, the freshman. Not sure. I'm sure he's not going to start, but that he might be eligible to play tonight. They would figure they would use him in the last game of the season. They didn't want that being his first game, so look for number 14 to maybe make an appearance tonight. But it is Luke Jones at quarterback out of the shotgun formation. He's going to turn and hand the ball off, and the Cyclones will get a couple yards on 1st down. And that was Marcellus Olsen on the carry as he gets to the 42-yard line. So a pickup of 3 officially. And Callahan is in there at running back now to be right behind or I say now he's moving up right beside Luke Jones. No wide receivers to the right side. Everybody stacked to the left, and now in motion is Marcellus Olsen. And he'll come back, and they'll fake the handoff to him. Jones is going to keep it, and he's tripped up past the 35 to the 46-yard line for Luke Jones. But good yardage on first and second down. The Cyclones looking at 3rd and 3.
If he hadn't been tripped up, he could have gained the first down. He was good blocking on that left side of that offensive line.
3rd and 4 officially for the Cyclones as they put the nose of the football there at the 35. I was right the first time. Cyclones don't mind running in this situation, and they've shown that they might go for it on 4th down even in their own end. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And now the Cyclones getting it whistled for movement. This is going to be a false start on the Cyclones as they move forward. And the first penalty officially on the Cyclones. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Luke Jones completing 60% of his passes on the season. He's thrown for over 1,400 yards. 11 touchdowns, 16 picks. We expect him maybe to throw here on 3rd and 9. The Cyclones are going to come out with 2 wides to each side. The slot receiver on the right side, our closest side, is Magnus Golden, who had 2 touchdowns last week. He's the one in motion. The back started. Siloam was pointing. They were trying to get another penalty on the Cyclones. Throwing. It's complete on the slant route. It's got the first down shy of midfield, and that's Mitchell Manning on the first down.
He was wide open in the middle. A good pass. Good strong pass by Luke.
19 yards on the pickup. Mitchell Manning, his 5th catch on the season. And gets the first down. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Cyclones. On the season, they're converting 41% of 3rd down conversions. They complete the first one here. And they have the ball at their own 49-yard line. Man in motion is Espinosa, and he'll go back. He'll get the fake handoff to him and turn and hand it to the running back, and he's in Panther territory. He's not going to be stopped until he gets to the 43-yard line.
That's Olsen, number 31.
Russellville going to go quick here as they mark him down at the 43-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 2 coming. I say we're going quickly. We're lining up, not huddling, but everyone checking with the sideline, and the offensive coordinator Chris Gunter in his first season here as the OC at Russellville came to us from BB. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll play action, roll to his right. Eyes downfield. He's going to float one and incomplete. And Espinosa took a big lick. And he is still down. He's down inside the 20. The Cyclone fans were wanting a late hit, and now Espinosa has popped up before anybody could get to him. That's where he goes back and says, hey, don't float that over there again. I took a shot there. He was not focused on the defender, to his credit.
Probably laying there thinking, where'd that truck come from?
Yeah, but he's still in there, I believe. I didn't see him come. He might have come to the sidelines. I don't see him in there now.
I believe he did.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 2. Man in motion is Olsen. They're going to fake to him, a turn, and hand it to Sam Callahan, and I think he's got the first down. He needed the 41. He's going to get, now they spot him at the 39-yard line.
There's a good drive by that offensive line, pushing defenders back and right up the middle.
That's Callahan on the carry, his 25th carry of the season, his first one tonight, and it does give the Cyclones a first down, their 2nd one tonight. Russellville going quickly here, and Jones under center. He'll turn and hand it off to Callahan, the lone tailback after the motion. And not much, but it is positive yards to the 36, a pickup of 3 for Sam Callahan.
You rarely see Luke underneath the center like that, unless it's very short yardage.
Cyclones, again, could be a 4 seed for the playoffs. They have to win tonight and then win on the road next week at Lake Hamilton. First things first, looking at this game. And Russellville milking the clock on this possession. Back to pass is Jones, looking right, throwing right, and it might have been tipped. It was either tipped or it was well short of the receiver. I think he got batted down as he was going to Mitchell Manning.
Yeah, it looked like it was tipped. It was just like a dying quail up there, but it changed. Ball changed a little bit.
8 plays, 35 yards currently on this drive. The Cyclones looking at 3rd down and 7. from the 36-yard line. Manning has been targeted twice. He has that one catch for 19 yards on their first third down of this series. This is the first series for the Cyclone offense. They force Siloam to a 3-and-out. We have 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Good to see Espinosa back in there as he's in motion, but Jones going to call his own number. He's going to stretch forward to the 32, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards, and we'll see if the Cyclones want to go for it here on fourth down. They've gone for it 30 times this year. They made 17. That's 57% conversion rate. They have a kicker with the leg to do this, but they look like they're going for it all the way. They need 3 yards for the first down, maybe a hard count first. I see some movement by Siloam Springs, but not into the neutral zone. Play clock is at 16, so plenty of time. Jones, Luke is out of the shotgun. He's going to move Espinosa in motion behind him. It's going to be a quarterback draw all the way. Following his blocker, stiff arms him in to the 30. Ball's on the turf. It's going to be covered by Siloam Springs at the 26-yard line. Siloam comes up with the fumble. That's number 15, Boaz Benson. And they'll mark him down at the 26-yard line. He actually looked like he was trying to get up maybe, and I thought they maybe were going to try to say that it was still a live ball, but it wasn't. They get the turnover, and so the Cyclones drive to their 26-yard line, but turn the football over. And now we see Dane Marlott, their regular starting quarterback, did not start this series. On the high snap, he'll hand it off to the running back, but they won't go anywhere. That's Mason Short. He's their fastest player, and we expect to see him get the football quite a bit. But usually they go under center, and we see a lot out of the double wing, especially with Dane Marlett at quarterback. However, with Gino Flores, the backup quarterback, the one who usually does shotgun, with him out because of concussion, Marlett out of the shotgun now with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to roll out, and he may throw this one. Rolling, where he's going to be hit as he throws, and the ball is going to fall incomplete, short of the line of scrimmage, but it's not intentional grounding because he was hit as he threw the football.
I think that was number 43. Number 43, Terry.
Aiden Terry, yeah.
Hit him about the time he released the ball.
Yeah,
good defense.
Almost a sack, you're right. 3rd down and 9. And I'm really surprised they were running there. I'm really surprised they haven't gone double wing here. They're staying with 4 wideouts, 3 to the right and 1 to the left here on 3rd and long with 4:46 left. And this time they're going to hand it off to Mason Short. He cuts up the middle, stiff arms a man, and they don't mind doing this on 3rd down and 9, and why not? They pick up 10 yards. Mason Short gets the first down as he gets to the 37-yard line. He has carried for 400 yards on the season and 3 touchdowns, but they like to get him out on the wing because he's really fast. But that time he powered through to get 10 yards and pick up their first down of the game. This drive starting when the Siloam Springs defense got the turnover off the fumble by the Cyclones. They're going to shift over, and Mason Short may be taking the snap here. He does as he shifts. He and the quarterback kind of switch positions. So they switch to almost a wildcat formation, and Short will carry for 1 yard. This is what they want to do. Lockridge, who when we saw him at Alma years ago, he always had a 2-quarterback system. And I thought, well, this might be the first time he doesn't have one because his second quarterback was injured. But no, he's gone with a 2, and now if you count that one, 3-quarterback system in this game. He has switched to a more ball control offense to shorten these games. And even though they're 0-5, they're not the doormat they used to be. You can see Siloam Springs is getting better. Here on 2nd down and long, regular handoff to Mason Short, trying to get the edge here, and he'll get a yard. That'll be it at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, good game tackling by the Cyclones, led by Jackson Booker.
3rd down and 9 at the Panther 38-yard line.
3rd down and 9, 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. Oh, they did his 3rd down and 9, Mike. They did not give him the 39. They gave him the 38. So 3rd and long. Mason Short, 4 carries for 12 yards. The play clock is at 9 seconds. They're going to have to hurry if they want to get this snap off in time. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Play clock's at 2 seconds. They do get the snap off. And here's the handoff, spin move there, but they won't get anywhere close. This is Ryan Estacio on the carry, and he'll get to the 40, but well shy of the first down by about 7 yards. And they'll bring it 4th down, and they're going to have to punt the football away.
About 6 Cyclones in on that tackle. Good gain tackling. That's what you got to do, bring that ball carrier down.
So the Cyclone defense answers the bell after the turnover by the Cyclone offense. They give up 1 first down, but that's it. 29-yard punt last time by Mason Short. We'll see what he does here. The Cyclones do have a man back deep at the 30-yard line. No pressure coming. He'll angle this one to the right side. It's a pretty good punt. It's going to hit the 25 and get a big Siloam Springs roll, a big roll. And it'll go dead just shy of the 10-yard line. My goodness, a 50-yard punt by Mason Short. Flips the field there for the Panthers. However, the Cyclones will take over with 2:02 left to play here in the first quarter at their own 11-yard line.
Well, the Cyclones are doing good as far as using the clock in that first drive, and we need to do it again. Just keep the ball in play. And
well, if we want to use the clock, Siloam wants to use the clock, so it's going to be good. But it'll be a good quick half because both teams, Siloam kind of is noted for that this year, of eating time off the clock. Even when they go 3 and out, they milk the clock. The Cyclones officially at their own 10-yard line. This will be Luke Jones out of the shotgun formation. He'll turn and hand the football off. No, he's going to pull it and throw, and incomplete. He was going for Magnus Golden on the skinny post, and it just could not make the connection.
And Golden was open. There was a defender close by, but he just kind of trotted out there in the middle of the field, and nobody covered him.
Cyclones making some switches here. They bring in Jesus Perez in at receiver. Also number 20, Dajuan Ford, who has 28 catches on the season. Cyclones are going with a less heavy package here. Bunch up the receivers, 3 of them to the right and 1 lone receiver to the left. They'll motion a man out a little wider, and the snap goes over the head of Luke Jones out of the end zone. This is going to be a safety.
Snap rolls out of the end zone for a safety.
So the Cyclones give up 2 points on the safety with the snap going over the head of Luke Jones. And with 1:54 left to play here in the first quarter, Siloam will lead it 2-0.
2, Russellville 0.
All right, on that drive, the Cyclones at the 10-yard line, and they had 2 plays, and then the snap over the head of Luke Jones, the quarterback, that yields the safety for Siloam Springs, so they draw first blood. I can't remember the last time we've had a safety. It might have been a couple years. But Siloam Springs will get the ball back. The Cyclones are going to have to, and usually teams will punt the football here when given the chance, but you actually have the option if you want to put it on a tee. But either way, the Cyclones will have to kick it from their own 20-yard line.
I was going to say, it's been a couple of years or some time since we even seen a safety.
Jones really didn't have chance on that. It hit his fingertips, but he jumped up, could not control it there. And I'm just, as it was bouncing through the back of the end zone, I was glad it went through the back of the end zone. The worst thing is have Siloam actually recover it for a touchdown. This way you only give up 2 points. You're going to give up field position, but you're going to get that Cyclone defense out there. And with 1:54, 2-0 is our score. With the Panthers leading, the Cyclones are going to kick off from the 20. And I'm waiting to see who, and they're going to put it on the tee. Like I said, a lot of times teams just punt the football, and people don't realize you actually do have the option. They're going to put it on the tee and let Jesus Perez kick it off. No wind in his face, so we'll see what he wants to do here. He may just kick it with all he can. And he doesn't. It's going to be high in the air, returnable at the 35-yard line. Across the 40, cutting back toward the sideline. They got the sideline and pushed out of bounds before he can break it wide open, but Estacio does get into Cyclone territory. We'll have to wait and see where they put it down. He took it from the 35. They're going to put it down at the Cyclone 42. So a 23-yard return, and they get great field position at our 42-yard line, leading the Cyclones 2-0 with 1:48 left here in the first quarter. We'll see who comes out to quarterback. They've had 3 different, and now they finally do go under center. Dane Marlatt with that double wing, and he'll turn, and he'll hand it off to the running back, Caden Davidson, trying to bounce it outside. We have a fumble on the play, and they recover it. Estacio recovers it. My goodness.
Well, I just started to say we need a turnover right here, and the ball was on the ground, but no Cyclones saw that. Good tackling by the Cyclones, wrapping that ball carrier up with both arms.
They put it down at the 46-yard line. That's the first carry there for Davidson. He's not their normal fullback. It's usually Victor Toledo, number 5. Davidson, that's only his, well, no, he had 4 carries against Shiloh Christian for Siloam Springs. They'll turn and hand it off to Mason Short. He's going to be dropped for a loss back at midfield. The white hat threw a flag in there, usually in the area of holding, but we'll have to wait and see. If this is against Siloam Springs, definitely you decline the penalty because you got a 3-yard loss. Mm-hmm. But we'll wait and see. They're talking to Coach Wheeler right now.
Number 45, go ahead.
They're going to put it down at the 48-yard line, and we're going to wait and see. So if you only lose a yard, that's what Coach Wheeler's talking to him about, says where's the football going to be? Because if it's only a loss of 1, you might want to move them back because they have such great field position, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a holding penalty, and he's going to take it. Yeah, when he marked it at the 40, okay, it is declined. So it must have been to his liking where they were going to spot the football. Yeah, loss of 3 on the play. When he marked it at the 47, I thought there's no way because he was tackled near midfield. So you decline the penalty because instead of 2nd and long, you'll take 3rd and 17. That's long enough. That puts them down at our 49-yard line. The clock rolling here with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. The Cyclones trail by 2. It'll be a quarterback keeper out of the shotgun formation, and he is nowhere close. Needed 17 yards. And number 15, Boaz Benson, is not going to get anywhere close to the first down. They give him the 47-yard line, a pickup of 2.
You have to like that gain tackling by the Cyclones. They're just wrapping up the ball carrier, and then everybody's coming to help to bring him down.
Well, they're going to play field position football to kick it away. Mason Short is the kicker for Siloam Springs. They have it 4th and 15 at our 47. And Russellville, Varnell is back at the 15-yard line of the Cyclones. Last time he had a 51-yard punt, and they're going to let the clock roll all the way out. That's what we're waiting on. We've come to the end of the first quarter with our score, Siloam Springs 2, the Russellville Cyclones nothing. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? Now's the best time to visit Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, the River Valley's oldest full-service portable buildings dealer, 8 years and counting. Thinking of getting a building or a carport? Will give yourself the gift of added space with the benefit of end-of-the-year specials at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings. That she shed, man cave, or shop you've always wanted is at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, 4151 South Arkansas.
Back for the second quarter here at the Oasis Realty broadcast booth at Cyclone Stadium. The Cyclones trailing 2-0. That's right, 2-0. The Panthers looking at 4th down and 15 from our 47-yard line and back to punt it away. Since there was no wind, they just let the clock roll out. They're going to punt this one. And Varnell is going to call for the fair catch at the 15-yard line, and that's where the Cyclones will start. A 32-yard punt. Good punt because it pinned us back inside the 20. But Russellville just happy to get away with no points scored. I mean, think about this. We fumbled, stopped them, and then our offense gives up a safety, and the defense stops it from being 9-0, so 2-0. Hey, we'll take that. And now they're going to put it on the Cyclone offense and say, okay, let's answer the bell here. Let's put some points on the board. Right now the game being played at Siloam Springs pace. They have 7 minutes and 23 seconds of possession to our 4:43. Luke Jones out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from our 15, turns and hands it off to Callahan, and he'll get 5-6 yards to the 21, just straight up the gut. Big hole there. He did not get touched until he got brought down at the 21.
That offensive line of the Cyclones is really clearing it out up the middle, and there's been some good runs so far tonight.
2nd down and 4 for Russellville. Callahan stays in there. Pistol formation. He's directly behind the quarterback, Jones. They're going to move forward to the S-back position. And he's going to follow, or Callahan's going to follow Ford into the hole. And he'll get to the 25-yard line. We'll see if that's enough for a first down.
On the carry.
It's close.
Boaz Benson on the tackle. 3rd down.
Boaz Benson, who's run some quarterback, is actually in on that stop. And Russellville going quickly trying to get the 3rd and 1.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close. On the quarterback sneak, and yep, he got it. Needed a yard, and he got just enough. Tell the chains to move, and I think the chains were trying to make sure.
Well, now they want a measurement.
That's too late. No. Oh, we have an injury timeout by Siloam Springs is what it is. And the player down is Boaz Benton, who outside linebacker. I'm sorry, he's a defensive end for Siloam Springs, but also has run some quarterback in replacement of Gio Flores. Siloam leading it 2-0 here. As we said, 13th meeting between this. So last time Cyclone scored, they beat them 61-17. I mentioned that it was the last time Russellville scored 61 points since 1971. And that was back when they played Little Rock Fair back in 71. The Doug Lockridge is the a coach. Again, he was a defensive coordinator here at Russellville from 1999 to 2004. He went to Charleston. He won 5 conference titles in 6 years and 2 state titles. He lost 9 games in his 6 years there. He was 68-9. And then he went to Alma, was the head coach, the athletic director there for 5 years. He was an offensive lineman at Arkansas Tech before being assistant at Ola and then Russellville. So he's got some Tech ties, working the O-line there. Cyclone's going to throw the first pass. It's complete here to Brown, and he'll tiptoe down the sidelines, cut back at midfield. He'll get into Siloam Springs territory. A big gain for the Cyclones.
Just a great pass and great blocking out there on the left side to spring him.
And they'll get him down at the 46-yard line. So 28 yards on the pickup. It's a big splash play for the Cyclones. Russellville going quickly here. This is Callahan, and he'll get inside the 45 to the 44. However, we have a flag down on the far side. A pickup of 2 on the play, but we'll see what the flag is. I bet no matter what it is, it's going to be accepted, because for us it would only be a 2-yard gain. For them, they wouldn't want that. It is going to be against the Cyclones. Holding, so erased. Legal shift, so just a 5-yard penalty. It'll erase that 2-yard gain there and put us back at our 49-yard line. That's the second penalty on the Cyclones. Both have been for 5 yards. Russellville looking at 1st and 15 here. A little over 10.5 to go in the first quarter. The Cyclones trailing, second quarter. Cyclones trailing 2-0. Ford in motion. And he'll settle on the right side. Play action. Jones throwing to the flat. It's complete there to Ford. He's got the first down. Gets to the 36-yard line. They got it all back on one play.
Well, there's no question that their defenders are having a hard time staying up with our receivers. We're getting wide open.
1st and 10 for Luke Jones and the Russellville Cyclones. He'll pull it from Callahan. Little screen pass complete to Ford. Breaks an arm tackle at the 30 before he's ridden down inside the 25. Another first down for Russellville. And they'll put it down at the 22-yard line. So 2 back-to-back catches there for Dajuan Ford for a total of 29 yards. Luke Jones is 4 of 7 for 76. The Cyclones pick up their 6th first down of the game. And they're at the 22-yard line, 2 yards away from the red zone. Cyclones have had really good success in the red zone this season. Going under center is Jones. Little toss sweep to Olson. Running, he cuts back at the 20. He's into the red zone as he's tripped up at the 16-yard line. And now I can give my stats on the red zone. The Cyclones have entered the red zone 21 times this season. They scored on 19 possessions. 91% of the time they're scoring once they get inside the 20. Right now they have it 2nd down and 4. And Russellville's mixed it up, going shotgun and under center. Here's shotgun, play action. Jones rolling to his right. It's in trouble, going to throw it. It's inside the 5, complete to Hallmark. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Nicholas Hallmark, first touchdown reception this year.
A good play by Hallmark, breaking across the middle and wide open, and Luke made a beautiful pass.
Well, he hit a man in his face, too, and he let go just in time. 16-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Hallmark, and we're waiting the extra point by Jesus Perez. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-2, the Cyclones lead it. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Welcome back. The Cyclones go 84 yards in 8 plays in 2 minutes and 53 seconds. That's what they want to do right there. Remember that punt inside the 20. Hey, Russellville, no problem. Luke Jones hits Nicholas Hallmark for a 16-yard touchdown pass. Jesus Perez added the extra point. 7-2, the Cyclones are on top here. And what a great drive that was. So Luke Jones really finding himself there, hitting Dajuan Ford a couple of times for 15 to 14 yards. But that last pass, he took one on the chin there as soon as he let go of it. He had a man in his face. That's not easy to do, to put just enough touch from it. And then Nicholas Hallmark had to break a tackle there at the 5 in order to get into the end zone.
Good target. He's very big. He's got speed, very strong, easy to get the ball to.
9:01 left to play. Here in the first half, the Cyclones leading at 7-2. They're creeping up a little bit. They don't think Perez has got the leg to kick it. He's going to kick this one high, not as deep as he could, but it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Up over the 15, the 20, staying on that left side, hurdles his own man at the 35-40, going to be drugged down from behind at the 45-yard line. And for them, that was number 16, Freddie Rendros.
Freddie Renderos on the return.
And Mosley is the one who made the stop.
At the 44, so a 34-yard return. And the Panthers have pretty good field position to start this drive. They'll turn, and Mason Short's not going to get much on first down. But again, they want to milk the clock. Not that the Cyclones want to play hurry up, but they don't want to be as ball control as Siloam. Siloam will almost want to put you to sleep. They want to shorten the game, limit your possessions. And the Cyclones don't want to fall into that. So this is one time maybe that Russellville wants to play faster than the opponent.
You know, Siloam has a huddle, and I want to make they have a receiver out there on the left side. He's just out there by himself. I'm going to make a comment about that in a minute.
Mikey McKinley, number 1, is usually their receiver. They're going with the double wing and the fake handoff on the outside. It'll be a handoff on the inside. Estacio. And this is the stuff you see Lake Hamilton run, and it's really important that the Cyclones get to see this. This can't do anything but help them. And they do a good job of stopping this one for a loss. And you're putting Siloam Springs exactly where you want them to be. 3rd down and long. This will be 3rd down and 11. And they've got to get to our 46 for a first down. Not that he can't convert these 3rd down and longs, but that's not really what they're built for. They're built to get some positive yards on 1st and 2nd down. They only have 10 yards of offense. And they come out once again with the double wing T. They're going to hand off to Short. He's going to reverse it here. It's going back the other direction, and they're going to get the first down and a whole lot more. Down the sideline at the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown, Siloam Springs. On the double handoff reverse to Jack O'Brien, and he takes it 57 yards for the score.
Russellville just wasn't ready for that one. That last handoff got us.
And you'll see a lot of that next week, that double handoff, and that was not really a double handoff as it was a handoff and then a pitch. So it was more like a true reverse. And so we'll see. They do the swinging gate here, so we'll see if they actually do want to kick this. Their regular kicker is number 18, Camden Newell. He is out there. He's right next to the quarterback. They may be going for this up, too. They are going to snap it sideways. You can do that. You don't have to snap it between the legs. They snap it sideways to Schwarniger, who does not make the goal line. So the 2-point play fails, and we stay at 8-7, the Panthers lead. You thought they might go for 2 there, only up 1. The Cyclones did a good job stopping it. They trail by a point here. We're going to take a quick break. 7:16 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing 8-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether marching in the band, cheering from the sidelines, or running plays on the gridiron, teamwork is essential. High school sports teach students teamwork both on and off the field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman. I approve this message to say thank you to the coaches and teachers who are preparing the next generation to be team players, and best wishes to all student athletes learning to be teammates in the game of life.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
You know, just looking back at that touchdown play, when they had their wing back, I said double wing, and it looked a little different. I wonder if that was a little tell of what they were about to do with that reverse. On that reverse for Siloam Springs, they go 56 yards in 3 plays. It was a 57-yard touchdown run by Jack O'Brien. The 2-point play failed. It only took 1:45 on that drive, which is really unlike Siloam Springs. But they did break off a long run against Shiloh Christian. They'll kick off here, and the Cyclones will field it at the 28-yard line. Across the 35 immediately. Will be stopped shy of the 40. I think that's Callahan, but it's kind of tough to tell. And they're going to give him the 40-yard line on that delayed push there for the Cyclones. So whoever it is running the football, it's a 12-yard return.
Is Thompson, number 15.
All right. If I don't see it ahead of time, sometimes these, even though we have red numbers with a little bit of white trim, it's hard to see from this far away. The Cyclones have the ball at their own 40-yard line, trailing 8-7. 7:06 left to play here in the first half. Offense comes back out onto the field. Luke Jones, who's had a pretty good first half, throwing the football. He is 5 of 8 for 92 yards and a touchdown here in this first half. 3 receivers stacked to the right. Russellville is actually going to shift over, and it's going to be a wildcat formation with Marcellus Olson, who he'll take it, spin move at the 45, and get tackled around the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and had Luke out there in front of him as a blocker.
8 yards by Marcellus Olson, who's actually listed as the backup quarterback, even though also is Lucas Stokes. Marcellus Olson played quarterback part of the time last year as a 9th grader for the Whirlwinds. He split time with Lucas Stokes. 3 receivers to the right once again. The inside man is Marcellus Olson. Russellville going under center. Magnus Golden, the S-back. Here's a toss sweep, but it's going to be going back the right direction instead of the left direction, and Siloam Springs snipped that one out. They drop us for a big loss at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, they had 4 defenders out there waiting on him.
Well, that was a design cutback, and, I mean, we were supposed to block left, cut back right. Siloam was ready for it. We lose 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. The Cyclones tonight on 3rd down conversions, 3 of 4. Hoping to convert this one. And now, Siloam Springs will take a timeout. We'll take a break. 5:49 left to play in the first half. The Cyclones trail 8-7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
Welcome back. Siloam Springs taking that time out. Saw something that they didn't like. The Cyclones looking at 3rd and 6 from their own 44-yard line, trailing by a point here, 8-7. Sometimes when you're supposed to beat teams, you're expecting it to be a blowout from the very beginning, and they could struggle with a little bit. Greenwood leading Southside in the second quarter, 28-0. In the first quarter, Mountain Home leading Van Buren 13-7. Russellville, after the timeout, looking at 3rd and 6. A delayed quarterback draw by Luke Jones. Straight up the gut, and he's got enough for the first down.
Boy, that was a beautiful call and beautiful run by Luke right up the middle.
Wait a minute. They're putting him a yard shy, so it's not a first down. I saw the official on the far side mark it down there. They say his knee was down at the 49, so the Cyclones looking at 4th and 1. And Russellville, Luke can punt it. I saw in pregame, Bo Mosley was the one doing the punting. But on this situation, I think they may go for it. Russellville down by a point. There's 12 seconds on the play clock. They may be milking it down. And Coach Wheeler's like, what's – I think he's over here talking to the officials saying, hey, I thought that was a first down. He's taking a look at himself, and he is going to call timeout. We'll take a quick break. 5:06 left to play in the first half. Russellville timeout, trailing by a point. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Celebrate with us at Phil Wright Autoplex as we mark our incredible 49-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Huge discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolets, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or an SUV, now's the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975, exit 84, just off I-40, Russellville.
You know, we're getting a pretty good look at this, and this is 4th down and just under a yard. Coach Wheeler, I think he was shocked like we were that it wasn't a first down, and he was coming to take a look at it and then call timeout and making sure they're in the right play. And I'd be shocked if Russellville did not go for this. Even though you're on your 49-yard line trailing, you feel like you can make a yard, and it's a full house backfield. And now motioning out is Luke Jones. Magnus Golden is out of the shotgun formation with the 3 backs in front of him. He gets the snap, and he's going to take it, and he's going to get the first down +1. Luke Jones had motioned out to the receiver position on the left side, and Magnus took it 2 yards, and he gets the first down. 8 first downs now for the Cyclones. Magnus Golden, his 18th carry on the season, has 58 yards, a couple of touchdown runs. We just needed a yard there, and he got 2. Russellville trailing 8-7, under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the shotgun is Luke Jones. Man in motion is Olsen. He'll turn and hand it off to Sam Callahan. Little spin move at the 48. He'll get to the 46-yard line. Pick up of 3 on first down for Russellville.
Well, that's a hard run for 3 yards.
5 carries, 19 yards for Callahan, 5'10 sophomore. When Russellville graduated almost their entire skill position except for the quarterback, they brought in a lot of talented sophomores, and they've been spreading the football around quite a bit this season. Ford motions over to the S-back on the left side. Jones back to pass. He's looking to this side. A diving catch attempt made by Ford, but it goes out of bounds. Sorry, that was an attempt made by Julius Thompson. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Luke Jones now 5 of 9 for 92 yards. That's the first time Julius Thompson, a junior, has been targeted tonight. Russellville at the Panther 46-yard line. 4:04 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing 8-7. Look like they're showing blitz. From this bottom side, they back off just a little bit, but I think they're coming. They are. Jones back to pass. He's got to get rid of it in a quick. And is it complete or not? Olsen made a diving attempt. We're waiting to see. Nobody saying anything. An official from the far side comes in and says it's incomplete. It hit the turf.
Man, he's got good eyes.
Yeah, the 2 officials closest, but they were looking at each other. Nobody was definitive on it. And the official on the far side said, I had a good angle. And he came in and he patted the turf. And the Cyclones at 4th and 7 now. They'll have to punt this football away. And on to do it with Bo Mosley. He's averaging 24 yards a kick. He's got 7, though, that's been down inside the 20. And that would be great if he could do that here. They coming after him. Kicks this one high. Does get it away. They're moving out of the way, and it's going to take a Siloam Springs bounce and be downed at the 28-yard line. Didn't get it as deep as we wanted. 18-yard punt, no return. Got the bad bounce on that one. But they were coming after us. 3:47 left here in the first half, and this pace has been played at Siloam Springs' liking. This is exactly how they want this first half to go, and not just because they're up 8-7. They want to milk the clock, control the football. And it's hard for your offense to get in any kind of, any kind of momentum when that's happening. And the longer they hang around, the more confidence they get because Siloam thinks that they can make the playoffs, and they can if they win their last 2 games. Dane Marlatt out of the under center. They'll turn and hand it off to Short. He's going to be upended at the 31-yard line. Remember, they scored on the big touchdown run on the reverse of 57 yards by Jack O'Brien. That's what gave him the lead.
2nd down and 8.
We may see that again.
Yeah, we may. I'm surprised it took them so long to go to the wing T, double wing. But they didn't do that on their first couple possessions. But that has given Russellville a few fits here. Nearing the 3-minute mark, the Cyclones trailing by a point. Marlatt will give it to the first man through, and he breaks free at the 40, and he may go the distance. This is Caden Davidson, straight up the gut, and he's going to score. Touchdown, 70 yards on the run. And we have a flag back at the 23-yard line. This is going to be a hold. This is going to be on Siloam Springs.
Yeah, Russellville can take a deep breath right now.
And even though you're happy that the flag, I guarantee our coaches aren't happy about that run. Personal foul. Chop block, okay. You're not allowed to. That could be 2 things. It could be engaging. You're engaging a lineman, and somebody else came and hit him below the knees. That's the more common thing that's called. All right. Oh, they're going to, it's a personal foul penalty. You're right, 15-yard penalty. That's the first penalty called on Siloam Springs. Good time for us because it erases a 70-yard touchdown and makes it 2nd and 23. So it does 2 things. It keeps the score off the board, but it puts them in position they don't want to be in. They don't want these 2nd and forevers. 2:59 left to play. Here in the first half, the Cyclones still trailing by 1. And whew, I was just was a loss for words there for a few seconds. Going under center, I bet they run it again here. Hard count by Dane Marlatt, number 11. He's going to stay under center with the double wing. And now we have movement. No, a timeout. Timeout. And now another flag coming in.
Flag on the play.
The flag is, well, they stopped it because it was a timeout. And then a late flag came in right behind the defense. And they're talking this over right now. And I think this is going to be a personal foul on somebody. But it could be that because what happened was they called timeout, but they went ahead and snapped the football. So people started playing. And so I think, are they talking about that? Personal foul against the Cyclones.
Dead ball personal foul penalty against Russellville.
So this will move it back to the 30. So 15 yards both ways. It makes it 2nd and 8. Let's see if Siloam keeps the penalty. And I think that's what Russellville coaching staff is talking about. Is the ball was still snapped. Okay. One of our media team members, Chase Canfield, is showing me what happened. And okay, I get it. I'm going to stop talking. Now, I'm not going to bash the officials on this one. But hey, I'm just happy that the 70-yard touchdown has been erased. So it's almost like a do-over. Both teams get 15-yard penalties, 2nd down and 8 from the 30. The running back is Toledo. He's not going to get the call. They're going to hand it to Estacio, and he's fighting for a yard. He'll get that to the 31-yard line. The Cyclones come up with the football. I didn't see a beanbag fly down. Aiden Terry is handing the ball to the official, saying, hey, we got this, but they're going to say he was down. What they'll do out of this, and anybody that runs the double wing T, they'll fake the handoff, they'll hand it to an inside guy, and really it's assignment football for the defense, and you have to be disciplined, and it is hard because at times, to be honest with you, you can't trust your eyes. You have to go where you think that, where you know the ball could be, it's your position, no matter what. Your eyes are telling you. On 3rd down and long, they're going to give it to the first man through. This is a play they scored on, but they'll only get a yard here. And now a timeout called for by Russellville with 2:10 left.
Magnus Golden on the tackle. Timeout.
Golden is the one who made that stop, wrapping up that ball carrier.
We're going to keep it right here. It's a gain of 1 yard, 32-yard line is where they are. They're going to have to punt the football away, and the Cyclones use their second timeout. They have one left, and they do this to save some time. Russellville will get the ball to start the second half. I don't know if they won the toss and deferred or if Siloam Springs won the toss, but Siloam Springs got the football to start the game. The Cyclones will get it to start the second half.
Well, Siloam won the toss, and they chose to go ahead and receive the ball in the first half.
That's interesting.
Russellville will get the ball to start the second one.
Well, they'll punt the football away at the 32. The Cyclones are saving some time here. Remember, they have a really good field goal kicker in Jesus Perez. He's 4 of 6 on the year. Has hit 2 from 40 or more. But I'm sure we're thinking touchdown right now. Malachi Varnell is back for Russellville, and he's right around our 32-yard line. Mason Short is their punter. Will Russellville come after this one? They are kind of, and it's a drop football, and Russellville's going to block it. Magnus Golden is there. Siloam Springs going to cover it, but it's not going to matter at the 14-yard line.
Get the punter back at the 13-yard line.
And Russellville will have it at the 13.
That's a low snap, and he just couldn't control the ball.
Mark was there along with
Cyclones will have it at the 14-yard line.
And the Cyclones take over.
And Russellville has it with 2:05 left to play here in the first half. One timeout remaining. Oh, that is fantastic. And Russellville immediately in the red zone. They scored the only trip to the red zone here. And looked like a busted play. They're going to pitch it out to Marcellus Olson. Stiff arms a man at the 14, cuts back the 10, hurdles over inside the 5. He's got the first down inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a beautiful run. Cut back to the left just in time.
Well, he is so creative. He has 5 touchdowns rushing on the season, almost had another one. He's got 6 carries for 32 yards after that pickup of 11 yards. Fantastic run there. And they said an injury timeout, but I think it's a Cyclone, and he's up. Is he coming off? It's Marcellus Olson. I don't think it's an injury timeout, but he has to come out. Sorry.
He's doing it. He's pointing to his elbow.
Okay, well, I'm saying he has to come out for one play, or Russellville has to use a timeout here. Minute 56 left here in the first half. The clock will start rolling. The Cyclones not really in a hurry. Don't need to be. They have it first and goal from the 3-yard line. And Olson will be out. Magnus Golden, the big running back, he's right behind Luke Jones. Man in motion is Espinosa. They'll give it to Magnus straight up the middle, and he dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Magnus Golden has given Cyclones back the lead.
If you look at Golden as he runs, he's a very low runner. He stays low to the ground, and he's very difficult to tackle.
That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. The Cyclones lead it by a score of 13-8 here with 1:36 left. Low snap handled there by Mosley. The kick is good. Jesus Perez been perfect on the season, 28 of 28, and Russellville leads it 14-8 here with 1:36 left. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Fellner's Athletes Corner, your high-performance athletic store for quality athletic footwear and apparel, features Nike, Under Armour, The North Face, Patagonia, Oakley, Saucony, New Balance, Brooks, Asics, Kabu, Keen, and many, many more. Fellner's invites you to make them your first stop. With more than 50 years combined experience, the familiar faces at Fellner's can help you with all your athletic needs. Fellner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main, Russellville, open 9:30 until 6 Monday through Saturday.
How about that drive after the block punt? The Cyclones go 14 yards in 2 plays. Magnus Golden carries it in from 3 yards out. Perez added the extra point. It only took 29 seconds. The Cyclones lead it here with 1:36 left, 14-8. We're geared up for a long drive, but Magnus Golden, he's already had a game, and we're only in the first half here. He carried for a first down, carried for a touchdown. Don't forget, he's the one that blocked the punt. And Jesus Perez will kick it off for the Cyclones. And he'll scoot this one along the turf, covered at the 38-yard line.
Kick recovered by the Panthers.
And the Panthers will start at their own 38. Now, they're not going to go into a 2-minute offense. They'll run a few plays, hoping to break one like they did on the 70-yard run that got called back. But here with 1:36 left, I mean, I think they're going to be content to run 2 plays and go into halftime down 6, unless they break one here. But even with the Panthers with 1 timeout, I'll be surprised if they throw the football. But, hey, they may do it. Boaz Benson is back in there at quarterback out of the shotgun formation. Now he's going to shift over. See if they snap it. They do to a short, and he'll carry it left side at the 40 there and be tackled at the 41. Mason Short gets 3 yards. Trying to spread Russellville out, and look, they're going quickly here. They don't have everybody lined up. They're running off a 12th guy. On second down, they're going to run the same play, looks like. Mason Short shifts over, and it is the same play for Short, running left side, and he'll get out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So that'll stop the clock with 1:04 left. And I tell you what, I was going to say, you know, if the Cyclones stop them here, we may have to see them punt again. But like I say, you said there's a flag, and you're right. There's one on the 49-yard line. He officially went out of bounds at the 46, so right now it would be 3rd and 2.
Little extra activity on the sideline over there, and it looked like the Siloam player was the one who was.
Personal foul against Siloam. If it's dead ball, and a personal foul against the Cyclones, offsetting penalties, so nothing happens. And they don't even count as penalties, so they've still only been flagged 1 time. We've still only been flagged 3 times. So offsetting personal fouls. So it's 3rd down and 2. And what I was saying is he ran out of bounds. If Russellville could stop him for a loss here, it'll force him to punt again. They're out of the shotgun formation. And this time they're going to hand it more conventionally to Short. And he's going to be stopped shy of the 1st down at the 47-yard line. And now what do you do if you're Russellville? They're going to look at 4th and 1. Is Russellville going to use their remaining timeout? The clock rolling with 50 seconds left. They do have to snap it one more time. They look like they're going to go for it. I think they're doing this. I don't think they're going to go for it. I think they're just trying to make sure Russellville, no, they are going to, and they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Short carries. He stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones will take over. Boy, this could be questioned by Siloam Springs because it's going to give Russellville the ball at the 32-yard line, but a flag is down, and we'll see. He's a half-yard shy of the 1st down from where the official has it right now. Officially the 47-yard line, more like the 47.5. He needs the 48-yard line. Boy, if this is against them, it'll set us up even perfect, you know, and it looks like it's going to be against them. We're going to take over at the 47-yard line. Dead ball, personal foul against Siloam Springs. Dead ball, personal foul against Russellville. More offsetting penalties, but the Cyclones will get it at the 47-yard line of Siloam Springs. I am shocked that Coach Lockridge went for this because this happens right here. You give Russellville another chance to score and a timeout with 32 seconds left. I thought they were going to go up there, just make sure that we didn't call timeout themselves, punt the football away. Oh, my goodness. And so you know Coach Gunter's licking his chops here. He's thinking, hey, I got a timeout. I got a short field. Let's see what we can draw up here. Clock's going to stop on every 1st down, and every time we get out of bounds, he's going to come out with twins to each side. Man in motion is Ford. He's going to settle his S back on that side. And now the ball is dropped. It's going to be picked up by the Cyclones. A busted play, but it's going to go for positive yards at the 40. Marcellus Olson literally making something out of nothing. He picks up a 1st down at the 36. Marcellus is going to tell us that was a design play.
Quite a run there.
11 yards. The clock rolling here with 21 seconds left. The Cyclones saving a timeout. Jones going to bring a man in motion. Cyclones have 2 players, 3 players moving. We're going to have to call timeout. We are with 14 seconds left. And what happened is the Cyclones had a player move, wide receiver on the far side. Then a man went in motion. You can't snap it because that's illegal shift. Another man went in motion. Russellville, it's safe to say, was not on the same page there. So you hate to lose your timeout there, but you were about to cancel the play, use more time. The Cyclones are going to use this timeout here. to get on the same page. The bad thing about that is it's 14 seconds left. If you don't get out of bounds, you got to get up there and spike the ball after this play. I know we may be talking field goals, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, if the ball sits on the 36-yard line, we're looking at a 53-yard field goal. So that's probably, I don't know, Perez has got the leg, but it may be a little out of his range right now. So if Russellville, they can utilize the middle of the field, but they got to get down quick and get up and spike the ball. We'll see what Russellville wants to do here. You'd love to get some yards and get out of bounds. 14 seconds left. Russellville now out of timeouts, having to use that one, and they had to use it. Jones will motion Brown to the right, back to pass. Luke, he's going to throw it to the far side. Brown's going to catch it. He's got the first down, get out of bounds. He does, inside the 25 to the 22 with 7 seconds left.
I don't know if I'd take another chance or not. I might want to kick it right now.
Yeah. Jerron Brown did a fantastic job. He had to catch that on the shoestrings there. He had palms up when he caught that. And Perez is on to try the extra point. The 22-yard line will put it down to 29. 39-yard attempt. The ball is down. The kick is definitely long enough. And it is good with 2 seconds left. Jesus Perez knocks it through from 39 yards out. And the Cyclones lead it 17-8. How about that? Russellville takes over after stopping them on downs. On the drive summary, we'll give that to you here in just a moment as we're totaling up that 39-yard field goal as they put it down at the 29. Yeah, 39-yard field goal on the scoring summary. The Cyclones go 25 yards in 3 plays. Had to use that timeout. That was smart. You hate to use it then, but you save time and save possession. And then the big play to Jerron Brown there to pick up the first down and did the smart thing of getting out of bounds. I mean, look, that play ended with 7 seconds left. I don't know if we have time to get up there and spike the ball. And then Jesus Perez now is 5 of 7 from doing field goals this year. That one from 39. His longest of the season has been 44. That one from 39 yards out with 2 seconds left. The Cyclones lead it here by a score of 17-8. Fantastic drive for the Cyclones there.
And the good thing is we get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah. And it all goes back, just like that touchdown to put us up goes back to the block by Magnus Golden. I think that goes back to their decision to go for it on their side of the 50 on 4th and 1. Just shocking there. Cyclones will kick this one along the turf, picked up at 39. They're going to run backwards, trying to get to the wall, across the 40, 45 at midfield. Time is out. We push him out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and the half has come to a close. The Cyclones lead it here by a score of 17-8. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Give back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
Let's be honest, finding a contractor that'll answer the phone, show up on time, and deliver a full day's work in one actual day is a big ask anymore. If you're a homeowner needing solutions now, call Griffin's Roofing Service now. Griffin's Roofing Service will get any exterior projects handled as promised. Find out why they were voted multiple time Best of the Best Contractor on Facebook and Instagram, or visit griffinsroofingservice.com and make those dishonest contractors a thing of the past.
Did you know that Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/get ready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job with the smooth shifting you want on the trail. Plus, with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at your local Honda of Russellville at 220 Lakefront Drive. For your safety, read the owner's manual. Wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets, and doors. And always wear seatbelt. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
KCJC Dardanelle Russellville. River Country. KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Welcome back to Cyclones here at Cyclone Stadium. Lead it over Siloam Springs at the half, 17-8. What's your thoughts of the first half?
Well, it looks like the Cyclones are very well balanced on offense, moving the ball on the ground. I mean, some great runs, great cutbacks, some just real good blocking on that line of scrimmage, open up holes right up the middle, and moving the ball in the air. Great catches. That last one getting out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. Then our defense has come on, and they are not only having a block punt, but what I like about our defense, when they're running the ball, Siloam Springs, we're meeting that ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. And many times they're only getting like 1 to 2 yards. So our defense is playing good. Yeah, they had that long run of 70 yards, but it got called back. But I'm sure the coaching staff is going to go over that. But overall, the Cyclones on both sides of the ball are playing very smart football.
And it's key, too, that the Cyclones will get the ball to start the second half. The lone touchdown for Siloam Springs was on that reverse, and that was a big run. They didn't try another reverse, obviously, but they did try to run it out there on that left edge, and they got some positive yards there. But I think right now the block punt was huge because it led to the touchdown. But, boy, them going for it on 4th down and 1. I still question that by Siloam Springs doing that because they failed. It gave the Cyclones a chance to put some more points on the board, and Russellville responded with a field goal. And look, that's more than 3 points. That's a huge momentum shift, being able to do that right before the end of the half and give us a 17-8 lead, and a little bit of breathing room there because now you're up by more than 1 score here at the half. We'll take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Why hold a parade that only goes 1 block? What in the world is a bathtub race? And how can one town be the training ground for American Pharaoh and the former playground of Al Capone? That's just Hot Springs being Hot Springs. Between thermal waters, thoroughbreds, and the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade, this town isn't trying to be unique. It just comes naturally. Come experience this slightly unconventional and completely wonderful place called Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org. When you share the story of your summer vacation, will people lean in or tune out? When you tell them you spent one morning in a 4-story treehouse and that afternoon at the world's largest indoor Tesla coil, you'll have their attention. When you explain that you took your kids on thrill rides and a Sunset Lake cruise in the span of a few hours, they'll be hooked. And when you say you enjoyed a relaxing soak in the city's famous thermal spring water, well, then they'll just be jealous because they didn't go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
It's that time of year again to start thinking about reviewing your Medicare plan. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, a Medicare specialist of Arkansas, reminding you to take the time to allow a local agent to assist you with a Medicare plan review. It's vitally important that you review your plan for next year, as there will be several changes to Medicare plans for 2025. Choosing the wrong plan can cause you to lose valuable benefits or cause you to have to change the provider you currently use. Don't be fooled by the misleading commercials on TV. Call a local agent to assist you with finding a plan that best meets your needs. I'm your local Medicare specialist. Call me at 479-857-2810.
Welcome to the Gene Simple Treats Sugar Dome. Our reigning champ, the Salted Caramel Cupcake, is about to be awarded the belt for most delicious. But wait, what's this? It's the Triple Threat Cupcake from the top row. He's got the pin. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new champ. The Triple Threat Cupcake. Gluten-free, sugar-free, and keto-friendly. So remember Gene Simple Treats by Stovey's on Parkway. They make your life sweeter, even if you can't have sugar, by providing delicious and memorable treats for all occasions.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it here at 17-8. We're at the Alathus Realty broadcast booth here in Cyclone Stadium, and Russellville kind of breathing a little easier here because it's been a battle. Russellville trailed 2-0 and 8-7. We posted stats on our Facebook page. We will be going over those before the halftime show is complete, but wanted you to know that if you want to go over to Facebook and if it's able and you're interested to see that. It shows a lot of the individual leaders, not just the team stats. Over on our Facebook page, just look for Cyclone Booth. Right now, we want to take a look at Cyclone Country, and a lot of stuff going on for the Cyclone and Lady Cyclone track program. The Lady Cyclones won conference. The boys finished runner-up to Mountain Home. The girls beat Mountain Home, so congratulations to all those involved. They will have the state meet on November 7th, and that will be at Oaklawn in Hot Springs on the infield there. So good job by Coach Frazier and the Cyclone and Lady Cyclone track team, and good luck to them at state. Junior high football, both 8th and 9th grade teams lost on Tuesday. They played on Tuesday because of Halloween. They still have one more game. They will close out the regular season at Morrilton on Tuesday night. They usually play the last game of the season on Tuesday. That is the case. So Tuesday night, the 8th and 9th grade Whirlwinds will travel to Morrilton to finish out the season. And also, finally, basketball. November 7th, coming up on Thursday night. Cyclone Madness at Cyclone Arena. It all begins at 4:30. You'll have the 7th grade middle school spirit team performing at 4:30. 4:35 will be 7th grade girls and boys scrimmaging. 5:15 will be RJHS dance, and then 5:20 will be the 8th grade girls and boys scrimmaging. 5:50 RJHS cheer will perform, and then the 9th grade girls and boys will scrimmage at 5:55. At 6:25 it'll be RHS dance performing. 6:30 the Russellville High School girls Lady Cyclones will actually practice for everybody to watch for 20 minutes. 6:50 the RHS cheer team will perform, and then 6:55 the Cyclone varsity boys will practice. At 7:15 we'll have the Cyclone youth basketball, and 7:25 the three-point shooting contest and special drawing. The season for the high school starts on November 7th. Russellville Cyclones and Lady Cyclones will host Watson Chapel, but that's not all. So we will have, of course, Cyclone Madness on November 7th, and also November the 9th against Cabot. The boys will play a benefit game. That'll be at 6 p.m. on Saturday, November 9th, a benefit game. And that will not be streamed because I don't think we're allowed to stream the benefit games, but that'll be your first chance to see them in action for the benefit game. But circle November 12th on your calendar. The Cyclones and Lady Cyclones open the season hosting Watson Chapel at Cyclone Arena. The JV will play at 4:45. It'll be 6 o'clock for the varsity girls, and the varsity boys will follow. We're at halftime. The Cyclones leading Siloam Springs 17-8. We're going to take a break. Come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Quarterback, guard, running back, every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, maintenance technicians, millwrights, project managers, and more. Learn while you earn with free on-the-job training through Lexicon University. Competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and join us as we build America one project at a time.
Little Rock is a place where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of the family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo, or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park, which opened its brand new visitor center in 2023. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery, a nationally ranked children's museum, and at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, where you can see alligators up close. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at the historic Central High School. Learn more at littlerock.com today.
Lyon College has been shaping Arkansas's future for 150 years, educating students who truly make a difference. Our alumni, they're the computer scientists, artists, engineers, business leaders, teachers, and healthcare professionals you rely on every day. And when it comes to med school, Lyon grads have an acceptance rate that's more than double the national average. Ready to be part of something big? Learn more at lyon.edu. Lyon College, building a better world starting right here in Arkansas.
Si encuentra una fuga de agua del techo, es importante que tome medidas inmediatas para evitar daños mayores a su hogar. Los techos con goteras nunca se arreglan solos. Miller Roofing Company es una compañía que ha servido a la comunidad de River Valley desde 1991, con una reputación de trabajo superior y confiable. Así que antes que la fuga de agua se empeore, llame a Miller Roofing Company a 890-3499 para hacer una cita para su inspección hoy.
Welcome back. The Cyclones leading you here 17-8, back and forth first half. And we're going to talk to you about that in our next segment. But right now it's time for this moment in Cyclone history. We don't go back too far because we wanted to keep it with Siloam Springs. And Russellville has faced Siloam Springs the last 12 years. This is the 13th consecutive years. We're going to go back to 2011. Russellville faced Siloam Springs for the first time in school history. That first meeting, Russellville in that game built a 28-3 lead after 3 quarters before a furious comeback by the Panthers. Before the Cyclones, Cody Jones and Mitch Mullen combined to throw for 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. Remember the name Drew Smith? He had 6 catches for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not to be outdone, Jalen Curtis had the most catches that night. He had 7 catches in that ball game for 78 yards and a touchdown for Jalen Curtis. The Cyclones would go on to make the playoffs. They lost in the first round to Benton that season. It was the first game ever between Russellville and Siloam, and the Cyclones won it 28-16. That was back in 2011. Cyclones have played the Panthers every season since. Looking around in our conference, Mountain Home leading Van Buren 13-7. Greenwood all over Fort Smith Southside 42-7. Lamar in the Valley, Lamar trails Ozark 8-6. Dardanelle is shutting out Pottsville in the first half 21-0. Conway Christian is shutting out Hector 23-0. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Celebrate with us at Phil Auto Play as we mark our incredible 49-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Huge discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolets, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or an SUV, now's the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975, exit 84, just off I-40, Russellville.
At Right Fiber Internet, Right Fiber is what we do. We're the right choice for the right reasons. No contracts, no hidden fees, unlimited data, and free installation and Wi-Fi. Our 100% fiber is the best connection available, and it allows us to offer speeds up to 5 gig. Right Fiber, a great name for great internet. Check your availability today at rightfiber.com or give us a call at 833-71-RIGHT.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
At Kubota, we want to help you deliver a job done right. That's why we want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving day late. You have work to do. We have the reliable, durable, and versatile lineup to help you do it. Visit River Valley Tractor today for all your equipment needs. Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or find a dealer near you at rivervalleytractor.com.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones leading it by a score of 17-8. But that first quarter continues to be Achilles' heel for the Cyclones. They not only did not score, they gave up a safety in that first quarter. They've only scored 14 points in the second quarter. Usually it's the third and fourth quarter where Russellville catches fire, but tonight it was a 17-point difference in the second quarter, and that's where Russellville scored all their points. So Russellville trailing 2-0. They came back on an 84-yard drive, took 8 plays in just under 3 minutes. Luke Jones hit Nicholas Hallmark for his 47-yard touch. I'm sorry, for a 16-yard touchdown pass. I was looking at Hallmark's number. He is 47. Perez added the extra point, and Russellville led 9-2. A big play by Siloam Springs. They came back a minute 45 later, a 57-yard touchdown run by Jack O'Brien. The two-point conversion failed, and the Panthers were back out on top 8-7. But then it was Cyclones closing out the first half and did it pretty quickly. The Cyclones blocked a punt by Magnus Golden. He had a big first down carry and then a touchdown run of 3 yards. Perez added the extra point. They went 14 yards in just 2 plays after the block punt in 29 seconds. With a minute 36 left, the Cyclones led it 14-8. And then Siloam Springs, a curious decision. With time winding down, less than a minute, they had 4th and about 1.5 yards on their own side of the 50. They decided to go for it. They failed, so Russellville took over with 32 seconds left. They pick up 25 yards to set up a field goal attempt by Jesus Perez, and he knocked it through from 39 yards out with just 2 seconds left, and that's where we sit, 17-8. The game summary tonight, Cyclones first downs. They have 11 to Siloam Springs 2. The Russellville has gained 182 yards with their offense, 80 yards by the Panthers, but you got to realize of that 80 yards, 57 of it was on one play. Throwing the football, Luke Jones, 6 of 11 for 106 yards and 1 touchdown. His favorite receiving target tonight, well, he spread it around a little bit. Brown's got a couple catches. Dawan Ford a couple catches. Brown has 2 catches for 42 yards. Ford 2 catches for 29 yards. Carrying the football, it's been spread around too. Marcellus Olson, 7 carries for 43 yards. Luke Jones, 5 carries for 19. That's the exact same stats for Sam Callahan, 5 for 19. Magnus Golden, 2 carries for 5 yards, and does have that touchdown run. For the Panthers, they've only attempted 2 passes, completed 1, and that was for 2 yards. Running the football, Mason Short, 11 carries for 22 yards. O'Brien, 3 carries for 58 and a touchdown, but realized 57 of that 58 came on 1 play. Russellville had 31 plays to the Panthers' 22. The Cyclones penalized 3 times for 25 yards. The Panthers 1 time for 15 yards. Each team did have 2 different penalties that could have been assessed, but there were 2 offsetting penalties. Russellville 3 of 6 on 3rd down conversions, 1 of 2 on 4th down conversions, 2 of 7 on 3rd down conversions for Siloam Springs, 0 of 1 for the Panthers on 4th down, and that one was huge at the time. Cyclones had 1 turnover, a fumble, and Siloam Springs did not turn the ball over. They did fumble, but they recovered it, and of course had the block punt, which does not count as a turnover. We're here at the half. 17-8 is our score. I want to say one thing that I hate to say and hate to bring this up. But our thoughts and prayers right now are going to the Greenwood Bulldog family. Their starting wide receiver, Isaiah Arrington, actually was killed this week in a house fire, him and his family, this week, just a few days ago. Isaiah Arrington and his family passed away in a house fire, and so our thoughts and prayers is with the Greenwood family in this tough time. We're at halftime. The Cyclones leading Siloam Springs 17-8. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Don't miss the pre-holiday green tag sale going on now at R&R Tire Express. R&R showroom is stocked full with the wheels you want and the tires you need with the best prices of the year. And during R&R's pre-holiday green tag sale, all you need to get started is a non-perishable food item. R&R will donate your items to local food banks this holiday season. Don't miss the pre-holiday green tag sale going on now at R&R Tire Express on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville.
One automobile is the undisputed classic, the BMW 530i X-Drive. Saracen Casino is giving the ultimate driving machine to one lucky player. Play all November at Saracen and score entries into the drawing for your chance to drive home in an exciting BMW 530i X-Drive from BMW of Little Rock and Saracen Casino. At 40 minutes from Central Arkansas, Saracen is Arkansas's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business, or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
Strength is measured not by the number of accounts. Strength is placing value on relationships. It's having the vision and the guts to invest in growth. It's the commitment to responsibly manage your money. At Stephens, we believe that our strengths build success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stephens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Back here at the Alathus Realty broadcast booth, Cyclone Stadium, Russellville leading at the half 17-8 over Siloam Springs. We conclude our regular season next week as Russellville will travel to Lake Hamilton. We'll be on the air a little after 6:30 with the pregame show, and 7 o'clock for kickoff. It'll be senior night there for the Wolves at Lake Hamilton, and a lot going to be riding on the line. Not exactly sure yet, but if Russellville hangs on and wins this, then they can beat Lake Hamilton next week for a 4 seed. If Lake Hamilton beats us next week, they'll get the 4 seed. That's significant because whoever's the 4 seed will actually get to host a playoff game. The 5th seed will be on the road. And looking way ahead, there's a lot going on. But if we're going to be on the road as a 5 seed, we're probably looking at a trip to either Jonesboro or El Dorado. So a long trip. So Coach Wheeler and the Cyclones would love to host a playoff game. Plus, when I talked to Coach Wheeler about that, I kind of kidded about the long trip. And he goes, no, it's much more than that. He says, we need to get back to hosting playoff games because it's been a while since we've done that. And that's what he's focused on for this. They're honoring former athletic director Johnny Johnson and his wife down there at midfield right now, who was the athletic director for Coach Ben Goodman took over, so they're doing that right now. They have 1:45 on the clock. Typically they put 3 more minutes. They already did that, so we're probably about a minute away from kickoff. So we're going to take a quick 60-second break and be back with the second half. Cyclones leading it 17-8. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
High School Athletic Administrators Association Hall of Fame.
Many homes are families, but it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it by 9 here, getting ready to receive the kickoff. Starting kickoff the second half, I see Sam Callahan and Marcellus Olson going back. They'll be the deep men for the Cyclones. The up men will be Thompson and Nicholas Hallmark. Hallmark with a touchdown reception in that first half. Russellville leading 17-8 as we're getting ready to start the second half. And boy, you'd love to do one of those back-to-back things. You could say, we score the last drive of the first half, score the first drive of the second half. But Russellville went back-to-back with 10 points to close out that first half, and they'd love to stick this one in the end zone.
It would be great. Start. Good kickoff, a good return, get us in good field position, and march down and score.
Yeah, Russellville struggled a little bit early on with the fumble and the safety, and just kind of takes them a little bit to get going sometimes, but that's all right. Right now, leading 17-8. Here's the kickoff. They'll squib this one deep. It'll be caught over the shoulder. No drop. Pick up at the 10-yard line. Returned up the middle, breaking a tackle there at the 15, breaking another tackle to get to the 21-yard line. And I think they kind of kicked it in between everybody, and nobody knew who was going to pick it up. And it was Dajuan Ford, almost trying the over-the-shoulder type thing to return that one. And he'll return it for 11 yards. The Cyclones will have it at their 21-yard line. So Russellville, if they want to score here, will have to go 79 yards. In that first half, they did have an 84-yard, 8-play drive for their first touchdown. How about repeating that here? Luke Jones will come out, and to his left, I think that's Callahan is the running back. And Olson is in motion. Forward pitch to this is a shovel pass to Olson. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, and it gets positive yards to about the 25-yard line. That could have been a loss there, except for the broken tackle by Marcellus.
Make that 4, second down.
They put him at the 25-yard line. Second down and 6 there. Again, that's a really, I say this all year, but that's a safe play because if you drop it, it's an incomplete pass, so it won't be a fumble when you do that forward pitch. It's the easiest pass you can complete, really, and just hope it goes for positive yards. They gave him the 24-yard line, not quite the 25, so a pickup of 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7. And Jones with the back to his back and right, but we'll get a false start. It's going to move us back 5 yards. And that'll put us inside our 20, second down and 12. Russellville now with 4 penalties for 30 yards. And again, 2 times we had offsetting penalties with both teams getting personal foul penalties. Those don't count against you. So there's 60 yards of penalties that did not happen. Rolling out to his right is Jones, throwing back across the middle. Perez made an attempt. Did he catch it? They're looking around, and I don't think anybody's going to say incomplete. So they're going to say complete there at the 26. And it looked like the officials weren't sure.
They were all looking some positive yards on that pass.
Yeah, but they were looking for somebody else to make the call. So it goes as a 7-yard pass to Jesus Perez, his first reception tonight. Jesus already added a field goal, but that's his 6th catch on the season. And Russellville on 3rd down and 5 will have twins to each side. And Russellville again moving. And 4 flags on the play. 4 officials saw that one. We did too, and that puts us back 5 yards to 3rd and 10. So the Cyclones, they're going to run out of toes, shooting themselves in the foot so much here. 3rd and 10. We're going to come out with the similar formation, but maybe looking at a different play. Callahan kind of confused in the backfield. Jones moving him, say, get over here behind me to my right. Play clock's at 19, so plenty of time to get this snap off and change whatever play you want. They'll bring a man in motion. And that is Ford. Jones back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. There were 2 receivers in the area, so it was either short for Marcellus or behind Brown. And so the Cyclones are going to have to punt the football away. I'm not sure who he was going to on that one.
I don't know. They had those 2 receivers and 4 defenders. Looks like we're going to punt. Got
so
Mosley back there.
Russellville on 4th and 10 will have to punt the football away. And they don't think it's going to get quite to the 50, and I don't think it is. It's going to hit at the 45, but with the roll it will. They ran off the field, and that's going to give us a chance to let this one roll dead at the 41-yard line. Bo Mosley kicks this one to the 41, a 38-yard punt with no return.
No return by the
So the Cyclones can't tack on any more points, but 2 penalties on that drive. And that was a big reason why. Siloam Springs will start at their 41-yard line. Pretty good field position to start their drive. Again, they had some curious decisions that led to them being behind by as many as they are, but they're going to go with more of a wing T formation. And this is going to be short. He's running right side, breaking through the line. He'll get about 5 yards to the 46-yard line.
Good blocking on that outside by Siloam Springs.
Not that.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, not that this is a gimmicky offense, but it is an offense that'll eat up clock, that can hide some things that you don't do well. And it's also a thing of, it kind of keeps the defense on their heels a lot. They've been able to play with some teams because of it. They played with Mountain Home for a while and Shiloh Christian for a while. We have a fumble on the play, and the Cyclones are going to recover it at the 45-yard line.
That's that man Hallmark again.
By the Cyclones.
Nick Hallmark.
With the fumble recovery.
And Russellville in business at the 45-yard line of the Panthers.
45-yard line.
I think they went to short on that play. He loses 1, drops the football. The Cyclones have it. Great field position here with 9:20 left to play here in the 3rd. This is the first turnover of the game for Siloam Springs. A block punt does not count as a turnover. So we did have that to set us up inside the red zone. But we'll see if we can turn this into points. They only have 1 down lineman. The Cyclones are going to try to run it up the middle. and it was Marcellus Olson. He kind of had a stutter step and backpedal a little bit, ends up getting a couple yards. And I don't know if he was ready for what they brought, even though they had one down lineman. They got in our backfield a little bit there. But he ends up with a 2-yard gain. Olson now 8 carries for 45 yards. Second down and 8 for Russellville. And Olson, he can line up as running back, quarterback, or receiver. Jones back to pass and throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. They made contact with us early, but they were going for the football, and they get bailed out because of that. You can make contact if you're going for it. O'Brien is the one that was going for it.
Yeah, Luke was trying to keep it low where that defender couldn't get it.
Well, and Luke was going for Espinosa, and he's been hit hard twice tonight on incomplete passes. Third down and 8 for Russellville at the Panther 43-yard line. The Cyclones may be going for part of the yardage here because I think, unless it's a big loss, I think they may be going for it here. They're showing blitz up the middle. They're going to throw a quick slant, and it's juggled and complete there to Olson. He caught it twice. We should count that as 2 catches. He's got the first down to the 34-yard line.
He didn't give up on the football, and that's a good thing. He stayed with it.
Needed 8, got 9. The Cyclones have first down at the 34-yard line of Siloam Springs. Russellville coming in with a heavy package. Olson staying in there, but Magnus Golden will come in. And they'll actually have an extra tight end on this side. And they'll run the toss sweep to Olson. He's got some room at the 30. Cuts back the 25, the 20. Breaks a tackle there, 15 and 10. It's a race to the pylon. He dives into the end zone for the touchdown. The toss sweep. Marcellus Olson carries it in from 34 yards out. And the Cyclones lead it 23-8.
And there was some great blocking on that right side. People can go back and look at that. That was a beautiful run, beautiful blocking.
Well, Weston Grace had lined up as an extra tight end on that right side in front of Magnus Golden, big number 76. And Marcellus Olson broke his first tackle, but not till he was 7 yards downfield. Jesus Perez adds the extra point. Russellville leads at 24-8. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether marching in the band, cheering from the sidelines, or running plays on the gridiron, teamwork is essential. High school sports teach students teamwork both on and off the field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman. I approve this message to say thank you to the coaches and teachers who are preparing the next generation to be team players, and best wishes to all student athletes learning to be teammates in the game of life.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
So the Cyclones do turn the fumble of Siloam Springs into points. Had to convert a third down to do so, but they go 45 yards in just 4 plays. But it was a toss sweep. Marcellus Olson, 34 yards and a touchdown. Russellville just took a minute 13 on that drive. The extra point by Perez was good. Russellville leads at 24-8 with 8:07 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones have run that toss sweep 2 other times. One was a design cutback. The other one gained some big yards. That one goes for 34 yards and a scored. Marcellus Olson broke 2 tackles here near the right sideline, cut back, and it was a race. And he dove into the end zone to make sure he didn't want to be stopped at the 1. We've had some long runs this year by Olson and Callahan where they've been drugged down inside the 5. And Marcellus said, no, not this time. I'm diving for the end zone, and he made it. Russellville leads at 24-8. Here to kick off is Jesus Perez. He'll kick this one high. It's going to be fielded at the 26-yard line. This is Estacio. He spins down at the 30-yard line. Trying to spin out of trouble, but he's pushed out. And a 6-yard return. Sorry, a 4-yard return. They are going to put him down at the 30-yard line by Ryan Estacio. Well, that's what you want to do. The defense gives you the football. You want to turn it into points, and that's what Russellville has done. And now the Panthers are in a familiar position for them. They've been behind some and not really able to throw the football. As I said, they've had some close losses before. The Shiloh Christian loss was close for about a half. Mountain Home, they only lost 37-15. And this is going to be the quarterback keeping this, and he'll carry for a yard, maybe 2. This was the quarterback they started with, I believe. Was that Boaz Benton? No, that was Camden Newell in at quarterback. Oh, Jack O'Brien. I'll get it on third try. Yeah, he's the one that started at quarterback, and he'll get a yard.
And he's staying in there. Got one receiver on the right side.
Well, they went with him the entire first drive. They're going to put him in the shotgun. This is their Panther package. It's a high snap. He's able to put it down. He's tried the right side. He's got a big opening there. He's got the first down, cuts back himself, or stutter stepped maybe at the 45, and he's drugged down at midfield. A pickup of 19 yards on the play. They used him in the very first drive. Didn't really do anything. But they like this package with their regular backup quarterback, Gino Flores, but he's in concussion protocol, so they're going with O'Brien, and he's going again, and he'll pick up a yard. When they run this with their backup quarterback, he's only thrown one pass out of there, so it's usually a designed quarterback run. I call it the Tebow offense because that's usually what you're doing. You're having the quarterback run the football. They pick up a yard there. They get in Cyclone territory at the 49-yard line, 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. They're moving the football. Started this drive on their 30 after the kickoff return, and they've gone 21 yards in just 3 plays. 2nd down and 9. Same formation for O'Brien. This time he'll hand it off to Estacio, weaving his way. He's deeper into Cyclone territory. Has enough for the first down, tackled at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 10 yards on the play.
Well, they're staying with their success right now, is keeping the ball on the ground.
The Cyclones leading at 24-8, but the defense bending a little bit as they've given up a drive to the Panthers to the 39-yard line, and Coach Wheeler wants to take a timeout. We'll take a break. 6:25 left here in the third. Russellville leading at 24-8. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Well, looking at some scores, Greenwood and Southside, there is absolutely no love lost there. Third quarter score, Greenwood 70, Southside 14. Mountain Home, just before half, has opened up a 20-point lead over Van Buren, 27-7. The Cyclones face Lake Hamilton next week, and Lake Hamilton, they may make that game not even matter. They're leading Shiloh Christian in the third quarter, 21-14. We need Shiloh to win that football game. Russellville. Defense calling a timeout there. It looks like Siloam Springs has the football at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. And here's a quarterback throw, and it's thrown to the far side, incomplete. And if you were here to see Boaz Benson throw that, it did not look he had the laces right. I don't know what kind of throw that was. That was a bad throw in between 2 wide receivers. I don't even know who it was towards.
It's kind of like a shot put. I mean, he just didn't, just
Yeah.
all shoulder, nothing else.
You could tell that's his first. He hadn't thrown a pass until this game. 2nd down and 10. Benton in there once again. This time he'll turn and hand the ball off to Estacio, and he'll gain a yard. Kind of surprised that they had O'Brien in there at quarterback, and he's moving the team down the field, and then they decide to switch quarterbacks after that timeout because they've stalled since then. They're looking at 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard gain. But they've had some odd coaching calls, actually, in this ball game. And that's one here. They're going to go 3rd and long. They have Short as the running back. He's going to get it on the sweep. Trying to stretch it out. The Cyclones close the door, but he slips through, and he's got the sideline. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Looked like we had him bottled up, but he slipped through the double team there, and he carries it 38 yards for the score for Mason Short.
One of our defenders made him cut back toward the middle, and that's where you're hoping the help catches up with him, but they just weren't there, and he just outran everybody else.
That's his 4th touchdown carry of the season. His first one tonight, goes for 38 yards and a score. And 24-14 is the score. The Cyclones lead cut to 10 points, and now who's calling timeout? Siloam Springs will call timeout. This is an odd time for a timeout. Right before an extra point or 2-point try, they have to call timeout. You wonder if they didn't have the right personnel on the field. So, goodness gracious, they go 70 yards in just 7 plays to set up that touchdown. Mason Short now has 64 yards on 14 carries. And, you know, if we're looking at points, which you're wanting to win this football game, but you get points for every point you win by, 13 is the maximum you can have. And so that's why if you hear people say, we just want to get our 13 points and move on, that's what they need. So, for instance, Greenwood, it doesn't matter if they beat Southside 70-14 as the score is right now. You only get up to 13 points. So, but you need to maximize that. The reason is, last year, the Cyclones won a 3-way tie to make the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs, and it went to points, and they lost it because of 4 points. So, yeah, you'd love to win this game, but you also want to win by at least 13 or more. And now, after the timeout by Siloam, they still don't have the right personnel on. They're running on 2 players with 14 seconds left to snap it. Marlott is back in there at quarterback. They're running the double wing. Under center, he's going to turn and hand it to Estacio, trying to get to the edge, and he's going to be stopped shy, did not make the 2-point play. So the Cyclones stopped the 2-point conversion, but Panthers do score. 24-14, Russellville leading is our score. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
What does it mean to be taken care of? And to know that the people around you are taken care of too. What does it feel like to trust that you'll be able to get health care, to prevent illness, and to help you heal? Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind, so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
We told you that the Panthers went 70 yards in 7 plays. Boy, that music's loud, isn't it? I think they turned it down. It took 2 minutes and 32 seconds. 38-yard touchdown run by Mason Short. 2-point conversion failed. Russellville's lead is 10 now, 24-14. And that's really the first drive. Russellville has given up one big play other than that one. But that's really the first drive where they really seem to like take it to our defense there. 70 yards, 7 plays. That's not breaking one, even though they did break one there at the end. The kickoff, they'll kick it over to Dajuan Ford. He's at the 21, now the 30, and he'll return it to the 34-yard line, a return of 13 yards on the play.
Another flag.
And this one happened after the play was dead. They do spot at 34, and we'll see. Trying to see who's Siloam's not backing up, but we're going to wait and see. The flag was back near midfield, so well away from the play as the play stopped at the 34. And we got dead ball personal foul on both teams. The third time we have had offsetting personal foul penalties. I've never seen that 3 times in one of our games. Never seen it twice.
They just 2 players get tied up, and after the whistle, and they just don't turn loose of each other. And that's what it's being called on.
So really, literally, no harm to either team on the play. 2 wide receivers to each side, and they're in single file line. Ball on the left hash at the 34-yard line. Yeah, and the bobbled snap, and Jones is going to have to cover it inside the 30. It was a low snap. He could not pick it up, and it's down back at the 28-yard line.
Fumble on the play recovered by Luke Jones.
And so the Cyclones lose 6 yards on first down, and they're back on their heels a little bit. Clock nearing the 5-minute mark, left to play in the third. Russellville leading by 10. Sam Callahan, the running back. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Callahan gets the call, left side. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, plus about 3 more. It'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Cyclones.
Good power running by Callahan.
They mark him down at the 37, so he picks up 9 yards on the play. He's got 6 carries for 28 tonight. 3rd and 7.
At the Cyclone 37-yard line.
Boy, you can't go 3 and out after your defense is still kind of gassed a little bit. I'm looking over here. The defense is sitting on the Don Carnahan track, meeting with Coach Wheeler, drawing up some stuff on the whiteboard. Check with me. Jones changing the play. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Jones back to pass. They blitz from the outside. He'll step up in the pocket. Little toss over the middle, complete. And he might be shy. We're going to have to wait and see where they spot. Marcellus Olson catches it. It's very close. Very close.
And that's another
It is.
Russellville Cyclone.
He got right at the 44-yard line. That's enough for the first down. He's got 3 catches for 19 yards tonight. Luke, 10 of 17 for 132.
A lot of pressure on Luke on that play, but he was able to get rid of the ball.
2 receivers to each side, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Same formation we started off this drive with. Quick screen pass complete to the far side. I think that's Dajuan Ford on the far side. Broke a tackle to get into Panther territory as he's out of bounds at the 49.
Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 at the Panther 49-yard line.
I think that was Dajuan Ford. I can't tell on that far side.
Going very quickly.
Yeah, Cyclones at 2nd down here. They'll turn and hand the ball off to Callahan, and he's got the first down. It was Dajuan on that catch. He's got the first down right at the 46-yard line of the Panthers.
Callahan on the carry, and that's enough for another Russellville Cyclone.
15 first downs for the Cyclones tonight. They lead at 24-14. Clock rolling. Under 3.5 to go here in the 3rd. Man in motion, it's Olsen. He's going to run in front. Fake toss to him. Turn to give it to Callahan, trying the left side. Boy, there's just not a lot there. He's going to lean forward for a couple. One thing about Sam, he won't lose yardage on the play. It seems like you hit him, he's still going to power through and fall forward. This drive right now, currently for Russellville, 6 plays, 22 yards.
Yeah, at that time, Siloam never did take the bite on that fake, and was, like you say, was still able to gain a couple of yards.
Callahan will check out. In for him at running back is Magnus Golden. And 2 running backs now. Split. Luke Jones. He'll turn and hand this one off on the sweep to Marcellus Olsen, following Magnus Golden, and runs right behind that big offensive line to get to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Jones to Marcellus Olsen.
And Russellville looking at 3rd down and 6. But you know what? You're making yards. I mean, his 3rd and 6 is a lot better than 3rd and 10 or more. Ball on the right hash mark. 2:13 left to play here in the 3rd. Russellville grinding it out. They're going to stick with the same package in here. We have Espinosa, and on that far side, receiver number 11, Danny Brown. Sophomore out there. Espinosa in motion. Here comes the blitz up the middle. They're going to give it to Magnus Golden. He's going to get inside the 40 to about the 38. We have a flag down on the far side.
Magnus Golden on the
thrown
carry.
by the line judge over there.
Flag on the play.
Back at the 45-yard line. As it sits, Magnus Golden looking at a pickup of 4 yards, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is. And it's against Russellville. Illegal shift against the Cyclones.
We'll replay 3rd down.
So instead of 4th and 2, they're going to take the penalty and move us back to the 47. So instead of 4th and 2, we'll have it 3rd down and 11. That's an interesting call by Siloam. I know, because that means you think the other team's going to go for it. That's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Espinosa's in motion. Fake pitch to him. He'll help out on blocking. Jones backpedaling now, and he's going to have to throw it away. And I don't know. He did have a receiver in the area. Let's see if they buy it. They had Dajuan Ford right there. The official with the white hat looking at the field judge, and he was pointing. He says, you got a receiver right there, so it's not intentional grounding. The Cyclones will be looking at 4th and 11, though, from the 47 of Siloam Springs, and looking to punt the football away. We believe. Look at this formation. A bunch of people lined up on the left side, and now they're going to shift back to more of a conventional punting formation, but Jones is still in there. He's only 8 yards off the ball. And he's going to pooch kick this one.
Jones,
and nobody back for Siloam. That's one of the reasons why you do that. It's going to land inside the 20, take a Siloam bounce. It'll be down just inside the 20 by Nicholas Hallmark. In fact, they're going to put it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
they hit about the 17, 18-yard line there.
Hallmark was down there to recover the ball.
Well, the formation there, they had all the linemen on the left side. So you had a center and a guy to his right, a guy to his left. Everybody else was scattered down on that left side. And maybe if you got the look you wanted to, you would have gone for it there. But Russellville punts it, downs it right at the 20-yard line. That's where the Panthers will take over here with 1:17 left to play in the third. The Cyclones lead it by 10. Makeshift wing T formation here. Short's going to get the call looking for room on that right side. He's going to be tripped up at the 23-yard line. They've had more success running to our right, their left tonight, but they do get 3 yards on that gain. 67 yards on 15 carries for Mason Short. He's the one that scored their last touchdown. Under a minute here in the third. They've gone back to Dane Marlette. They've had 4 different quarterbacks tonight. Dane Marlette is their regular starting quarterback, even though technically he didn't start the game tonight. He's under center, and as a check with me, play clock down to 9 seconds with 40 seconds left to go here in the third. They'll turn in motion, but they'll turn in hand to the fullback, and I was going to say not much there, but just keep churning his legs is Victor Toledo, and he'll get across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Toledo had 6 carries against Shiloh Christian, and he had a 59-yard touchdown run in that game. 3rd down and 4 for Siloam. Wait a minute, they gave him the 28, so it's 3rd down and 2. And that's the end of the third quarter. Russellville leads at 24-14 after 3. 1 more quarter to go. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Children grow up so fast, but it takes just a moment to plan for their future and their education. Start saving for your child or grandchild today with the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan. It's a new name, but the same great way to grow education savings. From pre-K to college or trade school. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risk, and cost, read the official statement available at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Brighter Future Fund Committee.
Welcome back. Mickey Duval, Aaron Duval with you. Our media team, Chase Canfield, Maggie Duval, Stephen Berry, our engineer, producer, back at the studios. We have 1 more quarter to go here at Cyclone Stadium. 24-14 is our score. Cyclones leading it. Bringing this game to you from the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. When buying or selling your home, call our friends at Alathus Realty. Siloam Springs has it 3rd and 2 from their own 28-yard line. And they let the clock run out there to close out the third quarter. This game has gone at the same pace that Siloam exactly wants to play it. Slowed down, limit possessions. We've had a flurry of big plays, actually, for both teams. But when you say snail's pace, that's the way they want to do it. Now, 3rd down and 2. They're going to give it off to Short. He's not going to be able to break a tackle in the backfield, or is he? That second effort, he was hit, wrapped up seemingly, but the second effort might have got just enough for the first down. And he did. He got to the 30-yard line.
Jackson Booker.
That's enough for a first down and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, that gives them a fresh set of downs, and they can eat up more time off the clock. But the Cyclones are in the lead. I know they're probably thinking just breaking 1 and make this thing interesting. The Cyclone defense is wanting to get off the field, either with getting them to punt the ball or maybe another turnover. They picked up 1 tonight. Toss the ball to Estacio, running left side, and he's going to get positive yards, stopped shy of the 35.
Ethan Haney on the tackle.
Ethan Haney on the stop. And he's been battling through some injuries this year. He's a tough kid, making the stop there after the 4-yard gain by Estacio. Estacio 7 for 15, running the football tonight. He's been their main scorer this year. He's got 4 touchdown carries coming into the game, but really hasn't been that effective tonight. Here's one that had a touchdown called back of 70 yards. Caden Davidson, the fullback, carries it up the middle. Did not get the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short, though.
Well,
3rd and 2.
Stop or turnover.
3rd and 2. Ball on the left hash mark. Under 10 and a half to go. I mean, think about this. They have held the football for 1:17 left in the third, and they've only gained 18 yards on 5 plays, and we're near the 10-minute mark. I give it to Davidson once again, and he'll try that left side, and he has the first down.
And that's enough for a first down and 10 for the Panthers.
Pick up a 3 yards on the play for Davidson. Officially now he's back positive because he had a big loss on his very first carry that counted. Remember, he had the 70-yard touchdown run that was called back. Wing T formation, Marlatt. As we're staying with this, on the fake handoff up the middle, gives it to Short, and there is no running room on that left side. He's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. See
There's
what they
a fumble.
Yeah, Russellville comes over. Yeah, they cover it. Aiden Terry had the football. That's the second time he's had it tonight. And this time we convinced him that it was a fumble recovery.
Yeah, I saw the little beanbag come in there, so.
I'm glad you saw that. I missed it, and the Cyclones will take over at the 38-yard line of Siloam Springs.
We needed that.
9:52 left to play here in the ball game. The Cyclones lead it by 10, but now with the turnover, setting him up on Siloam Springs' side of the 50. 2 turnovers by the Panthers, both fumbles, and both here in the second half. And Aiden Terry officially getting a fumble recovery again. He had one earlier that did not count. They said it wasn't a fumble. Here's Sam Callahan. Boy, he was hit hard near the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up a yard on the play. Second down and 9 for the Cyclones at the 37-yard line. And now, coming out of the game as Luke Jones into the game for his first high school snap is number 14, Lucas Stokes. Stokes has been a starter on the 9th grade team this year. He'll turn and hand the football off to Callahan, running left side. He'll get stopped shy of the 35-yard line, so a pickup of a couple. And it's almost like not really burning a red shirt, but that means he can't play Tuesday night, but that's okay. As soon as you take one snap for the high school team, but Stokes is the backup quarterback and has been all year, but he's almost the emergency backup quarterback. And they're thinking if he gets significant snaps against Lake Hamilton, they want him to get him some experience tonight. We were kind of tipped off to that, but I didn't want to say too much about it. 3rd down and long. Stokes may be throwing the football here. We'll see. No, he's going to run it. Quarterback keeper. He tucks it up the middle, and he'll get inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. And his first carry as a Cyclone quarterback. It'll bring up 4th down and 5.
I think we got a Siloam player down.
Yeah, player down for the Panthers. We'll take a quick break. Cyclones lead at 24-14 with 8:34 left in the ball game. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Celebrate with us at Phil Wright Autoplex as we mark our incredible 49-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Huge discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolets, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or an SUV, now is the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975, exit 84, just off I-40, Russellville.
That's a long way to get to.
JC Dardanelle, Russellville. River Country, KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Sorry, Steven, I stepped on that, but this is a long way to get to this point. But I want to say something. Dardanelle would. It seemed like they always beat Pottsville when Pottsville was running that dead tee. And I remember Travis Simpson telling me he was talking to the Dardanelle head coach and asked him, how do y'all beat that offense? And he said, because you can't practice against it just 1 week. You have to practice against it all the time and be ready for it. And I say that because Lake Hamilton runs the wing tee, double wing stuff. And so Coach Wheeler, I talked to him about that this week, and he said this is huge to be able to at least get to see it. You get 2 weeks of practice against it instead of just 1. And so that's going to set up a good matchup next week when we take on Lake Hamilton. We have seen that offense, and so that's been huge. As where the Siloam player is walking off under his own power. That's Boaz Benson, who has played some quarterback and defensive end. Good player for them. We have some scores for you. Dover leading Waldron in the third quarter 20-6. Dardanelle leads Pottsville 34-14. We're here. The Cyclones lead at 24-14, and the Cyclones looking at 4th down, and they have switch back to Luke Jones at quarterback, and they're going to go for it on 4th down and 5 here. Empty backfield. And they're going to fake handoff and a little shovel pass up the middle. They fooled everybody. They got the first down and a whole lot more. Going into the end zone is Dajuan Ford.
That was beautiful ball handling by Luke. He had everybody faked out on that one.
Yeah, if you blinked, you missed it. I'm pretty sure it was a shovel pass, so I'm going to call it as a 33-yard touchdown pass from Luke Jones to Dajuan Ford. I don't think it was a handoff, but I tell you, like I said, if you blinked, you missed that play. Jesus Perez adding the extra point. The Cyclones lead it 31-14. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Now is a great time to get out and experience an outdoor adventure in the Arkansas Delta Byways region. From hiking to biking to water adventures, we've got them all. Bike, jog, or stroll across the Big River Crossing, the longest public pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi River. Do some fishing or kayaking on Lake Chico, the largest oxbow lake in North America. Explore the beginnings of Arkansas at Arkansas Post National Memorial. Visit deltabyways.com for more ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
So the Cyclones take the turnover by Silent Springs, the fumble, and turn it into points. They go 38 yards in 4 plays. Luke Jones hit Dajuan Ford on a shovel pass for 33 yards and a touchdown. Perez added the extra point. The Cyclones lead at 31-14. You know, football is kind of funny, too, because you look at, if anybody looks at this score and say, okay, 14 points for Siloam, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points. There's a safety mixed in there. They missed a couple 2-point conversions. That's how they got their 14 points. Cyclones have scored theirs more conventional with 4 touchdowns, 4 extra points, and a field goal by Perez, who will kick off right now. He'll kick this one a low roller, and it's fielded, and they fielded it with a knee down. So they're blowing it dead here at the 35-yard line. Short had his knee down when he picked it up. And so they'll have it at the 36-yard line. How about that? Empty backfield. They went for it on 4th down, 4th and 5, and they had a man in motion, fake that little handoff, a little forward shovel pass, and I've not seen that play all year. Is it a shuttle or a shovel? I've always said shovel, and I've heard Coach Jimmy Johnson say shuffle pass. So when you watch the documentary that they had on the Buffalo Bills, he actually calls it a shuffle pass. I've always called it shovel pass. Out of the double wing formation, Estacio for Siloam Springs going to try that left side, and boy, there's just not much there.
It just wasn't there.
Yeah. No gain. Cyclone defense standing tall there and stopping them for no gain. It's 2nd down and 10.
I think Max Mitchell was in on that stop. Number 96.
Max, one of my favorite kids. I had him in class as an 8th grader. He's a great kid. 36-yard line, 2nd down and 10 for Silent Springs. They bring a man in motion, more like sweep, but he'll cut it up the middle, and this is short. He'll get to the 40-yard line and pick up a 4 yards on the play. Mason Short's only had one 100-yard rushing game. He did that against Shiloh Christian, 13 carries and 100 yards. Exactly, he had 59 of it on one play. Tonight he's got 70 yards on 18 carries. 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. They'll hand it up straight up the gut and churning extra yards. They're going to be a yard shy of the 1st down is what it looks like. And if that's Davidson, he's been tough for us to bring down. That's not Davidson, it's Victor Toledo, number 5. That has been tough for us. 4th down and 1. They're going to go for it. Really tight formation. Only one receiver in the pattern.
Oh.
Quarterback draw, and Marlotte's second effort, I think, got it. We had him stopped at the 45, but that second effort, I think he may have it. But, boy, if you look at the official on our side, he's going to be short. I don't know.
Somebody hit him right off the bat and kind of knocked him back, and then he went to his right.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. His knee hit down before he made the 46-yard line. He needed a yard. He got about a half a yard. And they put it down at the 45.5-yard line.
Well, a great stand by that defense.
Yeah. a 4 and out. The second time they've stopped him on 4th downs. And Russellville will have the ball again in great field position.
Looks like Stokes is going to go back in.
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, you have your 13 points right now. You just have to win this game, and you got to win it by 13 or more to get that cushion. After that, it doesn't matter. You can win by 14 or 40. It doesn't matter. Stokes in there at quarterback. Callahan is right behind him. No, this is going to be a handoff, and it's not Callahan. It's number 22, Daniel Tackett. That's his 3rd carry of the season. His first one tonight, and he'll get maybe a yard depending on the spot.
Stokes hands off to Daniel Tackett.
Stokes does a little bit of everything on junior high night. He can run the option and keep it and throw the football. He's got a big arm. Pretty good baseball player, too. And we'll see if he'll throw the football down the field here on 2nd down and 10. They may just let him run the football. May not want to put too much on film. And we have 3 flags flying in, and let's see if they get us for false start. That's been our Achilles heel tonight. We've had a lot of false start pre-snap penalties, and this is a false start against the Cyclones. That'll put us back at midfield. 7 penalties for 45 yards on Russellville. 1 penalty on Siloam for 15. But again, remember, each team has had 3 penalties that have been offset. And so 2nd and 15. Same formation with Tackett just to the left of Stokes, and he'll hand it off to Daniel, and Daniel will get about 3 yards back to the 47-yard line. And they're doing a little trash talking. I say they. I'm talking about the players. And one of Siloam's players, number 2, Eli Hargett, grabbed his guy and pulled him away and said, hey, get over there and let's don't do this. So kudos to him. 3rd down and 12 for the Cyclones after that 3-yard pickup by Tackett. Under 5.5 to go here in the ball game. The Cyclones leading at 31-14, 3rd and long. They're shifting on the line a little bit. Man in motion is Espinosa. Back to pass. They set up a screen pass to the running back. Marcellus Olsen breaks back at the 35, back towards the middle. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Marcellus Olsen on the 53-yard touchdown pass from Lucas Stokes. That's the first touchdown pass by Stokes as a Cyclone. I said 53. It goes for 47 yards. Marcellus Olsen, his first touchdown reception tonight. He has 3 on the season, and the Cyclones lead at 37-14. Great call on the screen pass. You caught Siloam with the blitz at the exact right time. Extra point is good by Perez. The Cyclones lead at 38-14 with just under 5 minutes to go. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. And we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Russellville goes 45 yards in 3 plays. Stokes hit Marcellus Olsen for a 47-yard touchdown pass on the screen pass. Took 1:51. Perez added the extra point. The Cyclones lead at 38-14 with 4:56 left to go in the game. And the great call at the right time on the pass.
It is a beautiful run. I mean, the pass was there, but what Olsen did with that run, just breaking tackles and cutting back, he cuts so just on a dime. Did a great job. Good call by the staff.
Russellville will kick off here with 4:56 left to go in the game, and Russellville leading by 24 points. I know I harp on that 13-point deal, but that's huge because last year we were left at home again because of the 4-point differential with Van Buren Mountain home. Here's a little squib kick picked up by Short at the 37-yard line. He'll return it to the 45, and that'll be it.
Short on the return for Siloam Springs. First down and 10 at the Panther 45-yard line.
So the Panthers will have it at their own 45-yard line. And that was Short on the return. Sorry, we're doing some calculating here. I'm trying to calculate on Lucas Stokes on some of his stats from junior high, trying to get that to you. But as we go back to action, we'll have a stoppage of play here and a timeout called by Russellville. We'll take a quick break. 4:48 left to play in the ball game. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Welcome back, Hog fans, for more scratching action from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. This is looking like a good one.
First appearance of the dime we've seen all season, Tom.
The luck is thick in here tonight. After all that scratching, she's a winner!
The Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Every day's a chance to win big. Pick up a ticket today. This is winning. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Cyclones calling a timeout there. I don't think they had the right personnel on the field. That's the only thing I can think of on that. All right. Lucas Stokes, the first touchdown pass as a Cyclone, giving the Cyclones a 38-14 lead. I keep harping on that, but it was Marcellus Olsen catching that. And he's been Mr. Everything the last couple of weeks for Russellville. As a screen pass complete by Siloam Springs over in that far side from Marlott to number 4, Hudson Lockridge, the sophomore who's the son of the coach, Doug Lockridge, getting his first catch of the season. And he gets to the Cyclone 48-yard line, a pickup of 7 yards on the play. 4:19 left. Pump fake by Marlette, looking for the double move. He's going to throw out there. He's got a man open and knocked away at the last minute. Great defense by the Cyclones. And that was number 2, Matthew Mergill, on the knockaway there.
A lot of air under that ball and had a chance to get back there and knock it down.
Well, when he pump faked, he was expecting them to bite. We really didn't bite, but, I mean, good grief. Camden Newell was just able to get behind everybody because of the speed out there. 3rd and 3. They're going to go shotgun here. High snap, but they turn and hand the ball off. They're going to get the first down as Short carries inside the 45 to the 43.
Mason Short on the carry. That's enough for a Siloam Springs Panthers first down.
Here on first down, another completed screen pass again to Lockridge. This one doesn't go for a first down, just goes for a couple to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. Booker on the stop. Under 3.5 to go. Marlott out of the shotgun, throwing incomplete. Marlette's throwing more on this drive, almost feels like than he has all game, maybe than he has all season. Coming into the game, he was 22 of 68 on the season, just doesn't throw very much. Only throw for 267 yards. He's now 2 of 5 for 9 yards after that incompletion. We have a player down for Siloam Springs. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville leading at 38-14 with 3:20 left to go in the game. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Since 1957, Arkansas Capital has been empowering entrepreneurs, helping businesses thrive, watching communities prosper, and making dreams become reality. Arkansas Capital is a beacon of hope for businesses seeking a fresh start or growth capital by providing a variety of financing solutions. But Arkansas Capital isn't just a financing corporation. We're your partners in growth. Put our 145 years of combined experience to work for you. With over $500 million in loans to facilitate projects, Arkansas Capital is dedicated to your success. Learn more at arcapital.com. That's arcapital.com.
And we still have a player down who's now getting up. That is Lockridge, the son of Coach Doug Lockridge, who's in his first season, as we said, at Siloam Springs. Was the athletic director at Alma High School and led them to their first victory this season. And again, that was significant because it ended their 27-game losing streak. They've gone over 3 years. Back to action quickly on third down, Marlette. Plenty of time. Now he's going to have to roll. He's going to roll to the right and tuck it and run. And he's tiptoeing down the sideline. He's got enough for the first down as he's tackled out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Big gain for Marlette. His first carry officially tonight, and he picks up a first down of 15 yards.
A lot of speed, but was able to get to the outside.
First and 10 for the Panthers, and now Russellville calling timeout. The Cyclones only had 10 players in on the play. 3:11 left to go in the game. Cyclones leading it by a score of 38-14. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Cyclones calling timeout there. They're out of timeouts, but had to call that one. They only had 10 men on the line of scrimmage. Russellville next week will be on the road to face Lake Hamilton. The Cyclones lead the series with the Wolves, but it's close, 8-6. Teams first met in 1981, met in 81 and 82. Russellville won both of them, and they won both by shutouts, 24-0 and 28-0. After the timeout, we're back to action. Siloam Springs looking at first down and 10 at the Russellville 26-yard line. Short's going to take the sweep, and he's going to take it down the left sideline inside the 10. Steps out of bounds at the 5-yard line, a pickup of 21 yards, and they're in the red zone, have it first and goal from our 5-yard line.
Yeah, Siloam got, they had 2 holes on that and never was flagged for it.
They're going to go quickly here out of the shotgun and give it to Short once again, trying that same play. This time Cyclone's going to push him back for a 5-yard loss back at the 10. Went to the well too many times there.
There's the flag against us.
Oh, boy, you hate that because you push them back. They would have it second down and goal from the 10, and
on a previous play, they held us twice, 2 players.
They're giving him the 9-yard line, and you wonder if this is after the play, or if not, it'll be half the distance from the spot. And it is against the Cyclones. Half the distance from the spot. So,
half the distance to the goal line, second down.
So officially the 3-yard line. So it wasn't after the play because it's still second down and goal. Or it is after the play. The juggled snap there. It's loose on the turf. It's still loose.
Fumble on the play.
Boy, they had a chance. We had a chance. Who picks it up?
I think they got it.
Yeah, I think so. My goodness.
Fumble
Yeah.
by the Panthers.
They recover it
At the 11-yard line.
at the 11-yard line. My goodness. Both teams had a shot at it, didn't they?
No, they did.
Yeah.
Going between people's feet.
They have it back at the 12, so third down and goal from there. Marlott on the shotgun. Slant, completed pass inside the 12, and their receiver, number 12, Jackson Anderson, actually had to climb the ladder to get that one. Good catch by him. And that'll give them a more manageable fourth and goal there from the 2.
Fourth down and goal
4th and goal from the 2. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. The Cyclones lead at 38-14. Russellville going to win this game. Just don't know about the score yet. Defense trying to keep them out of the end zone. Pistol formation here, and it's going to be a quarterback run by O'Brien, and he didn't make it. No, he got inside the 2, maybe to the 1, but that's it. He was kept out of there. That's a way to put a bow on this game. Cyclones stop them on their 3rd, 4th down try tonight. 1:34 left. The Cyclones will have the ball at the 1-yard line. And they can't really take a knee. If they take a knee, it's going to be the second safety we've given up. But I'll bet you're going to see a quarterback draw out of under center there. We're looking Luke Jones is going to come in here, and he's the guy to do it. Jack O'Brien, 80 yards on 7 carries, does have a touchdown, but he carried that one for 1 yard, and he needed 2 to get in the end zone. 18 seconds on the play clock. It'd be funny to call delay a game here because we're inside the 1. It'd be a penalty for an inch. We can't call timeout. 6 seconds to snap it. 5 seconds. Under center is Jones, and he is helped from behind, and he is still on his feet. How about this? A quarterback keeper from the 1 to the 9. Think about that, an 8-yard quarterback draw.
Again, that's that offensive line coming off the ball.
Clock rolling, 1:18 left to go in the game. The Cyclones leading at 38-14. 8 yards on the carry by Jones. He's got 8 carries for 10 yards. Realize that bad snaps and stuff come against him, so.
Stokes is back in there. Luke has come out.
Outcome of next week's game will determine playoff seeding. Stay tuned.
Yeah, the Cyclones going to run a regular play here. Stokes going to keep it himself. He's got the first down, cutting back at the 15, and drags a tackler to the 20-yard line. How about that?
It's a good run for that young man being his first game.
Yeah. You don't really want to take a knee inside your own 10. You don't know if they're going to call timeout or not.
Going to have to run one more play, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, there's a 4-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. Stokes he just turned around, looked behind him, saw that it was 18 seconds. They're going to have Daniel Tackett back there with him. He'll turn and hand it off to Tackett. No, he's going to keep it himself. He's got a lot of room over there. The 25, 30, hang on to that football. He's got the first down to the 33. Pickup of 13 yards. The Cyclones don't have to snap it again unless Siloam calls timeout, and they're not. They're going to line up at midfield. The Cyclones are going to win this game by a score of 38-14. Well, went back and forth twice in the first half. The second half, though, was all Cyclones as they scored 21 points of their 38 in the third and fourth quarter. Win this one going away 38-14. We'll take a break and then come back with your post-game show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At A-State, you can achieve at the highest levels, form lasting relationships, and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Are you a student interested in transferring to Arkansas Tech University? Join us on November 1st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our first day Friday transfer visit day. You can learn about the transfer process, academic scholarships, financial aid, and even meet with a faculty member from your area of interest. We do our best to personalize your experience so you get everything you need out of that day. Register today at atu.edu/admissions/personaltours.php.
Welcome back. Happy Cyclones in the building as Russellville wins this one 38-14. The Cyclones have won 2 in a row, both here at home. A big game coming up next week at Lake Hamilton, but right now Russellville going to enjoy this because officially they have clinched a spot. They're about 99% sure they had a spot, but there's some things that if everything kind of fell against us, we might not make the playoffs, but officially have clinched that spot, and now we're playing for seeding. I think the Cyclones could be no worse than a 5 seed, could get that home playoff win, and it all started by winning this game tonight over Siloam Springs 38-14. I'm going to give you the scoring summary of the second half. Russellville had that 10 points they scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half. They come out in the third quarter, didn't score on their first drive, but hey, the defense really stepped up, picked up 2 fumbles for us. The first drive for Russellville go 45 yards in 4 plays in the second half. Marcellus Olson, the 34-yard touchdown run. Perez added the extra point, made it 24-8. The Panthers came back with a 70-yard, 7-play drive short, had 38-yard touchdown run. The 2-point play failed. So with 5:35 left to play in the third, I mean, Russellville was leading, but it's just 10-point lead, 24-14. But the fourth quarter belonged to the Crimson Cyclones. Luke Jones hit Dajuan Ford on a great shovel pass of 33 yards that scored. Perez added the extra point. That capped off a 38-yard drive in 4 plays after a fumble recovery by Aiden Terry. The Cyclones came right back again, 45 yards in 3 plays on their next drive. Lucas Stokes hit Marcellus Olson Patton for a 47-yard touchdown pass. Perez added the extra point. It was 38-14 with 4:56 left, and that ended the scoring. The Cyclones win it 38-14. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, the Cyclones did a great job. We talked about earlier in the pregame, they had to take control of the flow of the game, and they did that. They kept the ball in play. They kept the clock moving. Not only were they good on the ground, but in the air as well. Yeah, we made some mistakes, had some penalties, but coaching staff will take care of that this week. And just did a great job. Our defense, though, is what really jumped out. I just expected Siloam to throw more. And I said this earlier, and I'll say this very quickly. When they had a huddle, a lot of times they would keep a receiver out there by himself. He wouldn't even join the huddle. Number 12, I think, is Anderson, and sometimes another one, O'Brien, would stay out there by themselves. They call it a lonesome inn. And some of you guys out there that are listening that are about my age, you remember that back in 58, 59, the lonesome inn, and we saw that tonight, but they didn't get any passes to him.
Well, they usually don't throw very much anyway. They only attempted 8 passes tonight, completed 4 for 21 yards total. Dane Marlette, 3 of 6 for 19 yards. Now 21 yards total passing. They ran for 209 yards. That's their game, 45 carries for 209. But the Cyclones had 381 yards of offense, 219 passing, 162 rushing. Going through some of the team totals, the plays were almost identical, 56-53. They really ate up a lot of plays in the second half, but it was the Cyclone defense that stepped up with those 2 fumble recoveries. They fumbled 4 times. Russellville came up with 2 of them. Russellville was penalized 8 times for 50 yards, just 1 for 15 for Siloam Springs. The Cyclones, 6 of 12 on third down conversions and 2 of 3 on fourth down conversions. 7 of 14 on third down for Siloam Springs. 0 of 3 on fourth down conversions, and I think the Cyclones turned all 3 of those into touchdowns, or into scores, I should say. 1 ended up in a field goal. Okay, individually, Luke Jones, 12 of 20 for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Lucas Stokes, 1 of 1 for 47 yards and a touchdown. Receiving 69 yards and 66 yards for Dajuan Ford and Marcellus Olson, each with 4 receptions tonight. Olson also had 10 carries for 81 yards and a score. Sam Callahan, 10 carries for 36 yards. And Luke Jones, 7 carries for 20 yards. Stokes had 3 carries for 27. Good night for the Cyclones as they now move to 5-4 overall, 3-3 in conference play. And again, I say this sets up a big game next week, but we're hoping that Shiloh Christian came back and beat Lake Hamilton, because we need that one to go our way. And the last score we had, Lake Hamilton was leading by 7. Now, if Lake Hamilton loses, what that means is next week the Cyclones play Lake Hamilton. The winner gets a 4 seed in a home playoff game. The loser gets a 5 seed and is probably going to Jonesboro or El Dorado. Not sure yet on who they be playing. If Lake Hamilton wins tonight, I don't know what that means. That may mean that we're locked in on a 5 seed. So we're hoping those Saints came back and won. But you know what? You can hear the Scoreboard Show coming up and a little bit over on 102.3. We want to thank you for joining us tonight's broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Cyclone football, reminding you our next broadcast will be next week, as Russellville will be on the road to face Lake Hamilton. 8-6. Russellville's won 8 of those and lost 6 against the Wolves of Lake Hamilton. Do want to tell you, if you start for some basketball action Thursday night at Cyclone Arena beginning about 6:30, you can see the 7th grade on up to the high school, as and the dance team and cheer teams for all the schools will be performing. Get your fill of Cyclone basketball there at Cyclone Arena on Thursday night. As it is next week, we'll be on the air at 6:30 on Friday night, a little after 6:30, with kickoff at 7 o'clock, coming to you from Percy, Arkansas, on the campus of Lake Hamilton High School. Thank you for joining us tonight. I want to send a special thank you to our Chief Engineer, Stephen Berry, our Cyclone Booth media team of Chase Canfield and Maggie Duval. This is Cyclone Booth, KCJC, and EAB Sports, your home for all Cyclone sports all season long. Once again, our final score from Cyclone Stadium, it was Russellville 38, Silent Springs 14. Over on 102.3 in about 28 minutes, you can hear the Scoreboard Show running from 10 o'clock until midnight with Rex Nelson, your host. For Chase Canfield, Maggie Duval, Aaron Duval, and Stephen Berry, I'm Mickey Duval, saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.
Russellville Cyclone football on River Country KCJC.